Hello everyone and welcome on into the Trovo Titans Fortnite Tournament. I'm Thomas Viola, joining me is Christopher Shea, and Chris, we have an exciting day of action ahead of us.
It's an exciting day, and I am excited to look at some great builds, some awesome head flicks, and of course the all-elusive Victory Royale. It's actually my first time casting a Trovo Titans tournament. Can you tell me a bit more about what it is?
Well, indeed. Let's talk about that. What is the Trovo Titans program that we've got going on? It is a very exciting group of tournaments that we have for you all year long. Here we have, of course, it's a series of free-to-enter community tournaments taking place across North America, Latin America, and Europe, and we are giving away $250,000 in cold hard cash, Chris, to gamers all over the country and world in over 100 events. And for more info, you can check out trovotitans.live.
Have you ever signed up for one of these? You should check it out. Make your money.
You really should, but let's talk specifically about today's tournament. We, of course, will be playing some Fortnite solos. Qualifiers took place over the last 2 days, and the top 50 players from each qualifier have been invited into our finals here today, where they're going to be competing in 5 games hosted on the NA West servers. Points are going to be earned based on placement and eliminations in each game, and let's talk exactly about that point structure and how that's all going to work out. Essentially here, you're going to have, of course, Victory Royale. That is going to get you 10 points. Second place through 5th place in a game, that's going to be worth 7 points. 6th through 15th, you're going to get 5 points. 16th through 25th, you're getting 3 points for placement. And then, of course, for every elimination that you get here today, you're getting an extra point. At the end of the day, your total tournament score is going to be the cumulative score of all 5 games, and that is how we're going to determine our champion, Chris. Now, what is that champion going to be getting? Well, they are going to be walking away with $900, their share of the $4,000 that we have up for grabs here today. Second place going to be getting $600, third $450, fourth $350, and 5th is going to be going home with $250 before we get to 6th and 7th. They're each walking away with $200 apiece. 8th and 9th will get $150, and 10th through 15th, they're not going home empty-handed either. They're each getting $125.
Let's take a look at who we should keep an eye out for. Here are the top 10 players from Qualifier 1. We got Fraze, we got Lanchi, and we got Boulder and Goshi. These are the people probably going to be some of the top fraggers in this tournament today. That's from Qualifier 1, but there were 2 qualifiers. So let's take a look at the next top 10 as well.
And you can see there we got Fruit, we got Delta, we got Javen, we got Solo Pat, and I know for a fact Fruit, he's actually a local here in Vegas. He's played in some of the Fortnite tournaments at the arena down here. He is a very talented player, definitely one that you're going to want to watch out for.
Always good to kind of root for those local stars, you know what I'm saying?
No question about it. A lot of people here in Vegas going to be rooting for him for sure. But most importantly, we're rooting for some great action here. We're rooting for a nice, tight competition. It is going to be fun, Chris. I'm excited.
I'm excited. As soon as you jump off that bus, you know, you gotta get those pre-game jitters out of your hands. Every time I queue in a game, you know, I get a little nervous to start it off, but these guys are all pros. They know what they're doing, and it's going to be kind of exciting to see how the game shapes up.
Exactly. Now, are you ready? Of course, we're going to be playing here with the latest updates. We are into Season 7. We've gone from Caveman to Alien now. How have you been feeling about the changes? What do you like?
Well, the nice part about Fortnite, they always keep it up to date. They always keep it fresh, right? And it's nice that actually we just played, I think yesterday, and we got zapped up to like some weird little location. We had like an in-game game where we had to grab golden eggs to get like golden chests. So it's nice that they always change it up and get new guns and such. There's actually a new gun called the Qualifier. It changes you into a prop. You're not going to see it in competitive gameplay, but it's kind of like it lets you be a little sneakier, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting. So it's more of something that you're going to want to use on yourself for disguise,
exactly.
But of course not available in competitive play.
Exactly.
That is a fun little twist, though.
What do you like to play at? You like to be aggro in the beginning, get a couple of elims, get some points on the board, or do you like to play it safe until you get a little further in the game?
I mean, for me personally, I'm not tremendously good. So I definitely like to be one of those players. Yeah, back in the day, it was hide in the bush and wait for the final circle.
A bush camper, I see how it is.
Absolutely. In a tournament like this, though, eliminations are really much more of the name of the game.
That's true.
You have to be able to go out and start racking up those points and kind of snowballing that. So you want to be aggressive in the early and then kind of back off and focus on positioning in the mid, I'd say. All to be ready, of course, for the end game where you're going to try and snowball a bunch of eliminations really quickly and get those placement points.
I definitely think that's the way to go as well. You want to be a little bit aggressive in the beginning when the storm still hasn't really enclosed everybody in really tight quarters. That gives you a little bit more of a chance to get some one-on-one action and not really have to go for those third-party frags where you get dinked in the head by somebody else while you're kind of like attacking somebody.
Exactly. That's being third-partied when you're in the middle of a fight is one of the worst feelings.
That's the worst feeling. It's like you just get the frag and then the guy's just waiting for you to pick up the loot, and then they just snipe you in the back.
Worst feeling.
I think the key here also is going to be seeing how everybody plays at the end here once it gets to the final 25. That's where the point bubble is. So at 26-27, you're going to see some interesting dynamics on everybody kind of not trying to be the one to get the elimination, not trying to be the ones to get eliminated.
Exactly.
Because they want to get those extra 3 points.
Yeah, that is really what you see. You'll see once we get towards that maybe third, fourth kind of circle, everybody's just kind of built up and they're going, okay, now we got to wait.
Now we just
got to hold down and not be that person who doesn't get the placement points.
The placement was super crucial, obviously. The Victoria Royale, 10 points, which is going to be an easy way for even you to jump on from like 16th place to 3rd or 4th.
Yeah, it can really vault you up. I mean, a 3-elimination game where you also happen to get the victory, that's 13 points there. That is not something to shake a stick at. That's a big deal. That can really vault you up in those standings. And you've seen the prize payout that we have. That can be the difference of a couple $100.
That's true. That's exactly it. So it's going to be interesting to see how the game goes today. Really excited to see some really talented players going at it.
Exactly. It is going to be fun, but also speaking of the cash that we have going on, let's take a look at some of the other upcoming events that we have from Trovo coming up in just a few weeks. We got, of course, Pokemon Unite 5v5 on August 22nd with a $300 prize pool. And then we got an East Coast tournament going on the 25th, Fortnite NA East Coast with $4,000 up for grabs. Qualifier 1 going to be starting on the 25th, and then of course the 26th, that will be qualifier number 2. Those are going to be at 6 p.m. Eastern time, and Pokemon Unite at 4 p.m. on the 22nd. Some fun events coming up.
Have you ever played Pokemon Unite?
I was about to ask you the same question.
I think it's kind of like League of Legends combined with Pokemon. I just watched somebody stream very briefly. I didn't really pull up the game and download it myself, but it looked like that was what it was.
I mean, I'm hearing a lot of fun things about it. I just haven't really had the time yet to download it personally. I've been a little busy on the links.
On the links. There we go. Yeah, I mean, I think it's interesting that there's all these games coming out. And were you ever big into the Pokemon Go?
Back in the day, yeah.
Back in the day,
yeah. I was all set up. I was working in San Francisco at the time.
Okay.
And so my commute into the city every day, I'd take the train and then walk the extra couple of blocks.
And then you pick up some Pokemon
easily on the way. It was just all day long, and that was like 2016, the height of it in that summer.
There was one time, I think there was this meme of a guy who was like walking out of his class and he just sees a horde of people running across to Central Park because there was some rare Pokemon in the corner. Yeah, I never really got into it because I'm not really big on those turn-based games. And Pokemon Go is just like you capturing Pokemon, so it's not even really a game. But yeah, like on the Nintendo or whatever, I was never big into that.
Gotcha. I know a couple people back in our production studio today are definitely still big into it.
On Pokemon Go, it's still going on?
We still have some people here.
We still have updates?
Here. Yeah.
Got it. There was the whole thing. I think I didn't really understand much about it, but I think there was a little bit about how you could like have battles or something. Or was that a thing? Did they introduce that yet or no?
They definitely introduced it, but that was after I stopped playing.
Okay, all right. When was the last time you played Fortnite?
It's been a minute, I'll tell you that. It's been a minute.
If we threw you in here, how would you do?
Terrible.
How many points would you get?
Last place. I would be one of the first people out.
Would you get on the scoreboard?
No.
No chance.
Maybe.
Okay.
I've got enough skills for a shooter that I could probably grab an elimination, but it would not be pretty. I can guarantee you that. We would drop Haunted Hills. That's how long ago this was.
Okay.
I've been casting it plenty, but as far as playing it, kind of fell off a little bit.
Got it. Yeah, I actually just started picking it up just recently because it's such a popular game. Still definitely got to work on my building, my building structures.
I mean, that's the thing that sets it apart from all the other battle royales.
Exactly.
It's being a good builder is going to win you so much more and get you so much farther.
And having the extra keys and understanding the key binds and all of that, that's a little bit of a learning curve for me as well.
And that's one of the most impressive things, just the actions per minute that these players have. You see them flying across the keys, how quickly they're able to get these builds up. It is just incredible to watch them do it.
What's most impressive for me, though, is the controller people who do this.
Yeah.
Right? The people who play on the controllers, and they're able to do everything they can with, like, half as many buttons, I would say. Right?
Exactly. It's an impressive talent. I know that some people, when we have LAN tournaments in the arena, are able to do it.
Bring their controllers in.
It's
They
wild.
perform nice.
Yeah.
They perform well, too. So, looks like we're going to be starting in on our first game. You can see the battle buzz here. Already a few people dropping out as we begin game 1 of 5 of Trovo Titans.
Here we go. We are off and running in this one. Players are exiting the battle bus. We see the massive UFOs overhead, and we are getting ready to go in. We're going to be following E-Girl Def here right now. 56 players in the lobby. Of course, with a couple of our players there, probably inflating that count just a tiny bit.
And we get a quick test already. And now, probably sneaking around, I think, maybe seeing if there's anybody here. You don't see her finding anything yet, but there we go. Picking some stuff up, and she's got the Sailor Moon wand, you can see. It's kind of nice. Key here, obviously, load up on mats in the beginning. Try not to take too much action against others as you try to make sure you got a strong loadout for the mid game.
And we can see that E-Girl here definitely sees someone else off in the distance. There's a couple people moving nearby. A decent early game loadout though. If you had to get into a fight right now,
exactly,
Def is gonna be fine.
I was actually just gonna say, like, I'd be popping those small shields right now, right away, as soon as I pick them up, just because you never know what's gonna happen. Let's take a look at Nerdtron. Nerdtron breaking the floor, finds another chest, breaks it open, picks up some gold bars there, and already at 200 health, already at full shield, and looking pretty.
Gonna be happy about that start off here.
I like that axe. That's a nice axe.
Yeah, that's a really cool axe.
That's like that one axe in the
6 from 50 cal, gonna be one of the first players taken out
off
here. We also see Mystery going down in the feed. And we're already down to 53 players here. As you can see, where the map's gonna be looking, we're gonna be looking at northeast corner finish.
That's right, and hits 5 over here. It's a bit of a build-off battle already. It looks like maybe. Yes, it is.
Hits 5 at 160 health here. Trying to get some shots in. Able to land a couple with the green tack. Switching over to the AR, but really gotta watch out here. Only 60 bullets. You could run out of those quickly in one of these fights.
You could, yeah, especially on these early fights.
Oh,
There you go,
now
there's
they're
it.
pushing
Drops in and gets deleted. Hits 5, had the height advantage. Had the height and health advantage. Wasn't able to capitalize. Should have probably popped that big shield potion to bring her up to 200, but I don't know why they didn't. We're gonna watch that text in here as we look back at the map.
And in the chat here, we see Mystic Gaming, poor Mystic Gaming, already dead in this first round. Hey, there's plenty of rounds to bounce back.
4 more, Mystic.
Yep.
He did say he was the. They did say they were the most inconsistent player here. So who knows? You might get off a hot streak.
Meanwhile, there we saw Hunt Dog off in the distance. He's another local player from Vegas, and another very talented one at that. Possibly someone to watch towards the end here.
As we run into another box fight,
Oh,
User
and this is Def. User had a chance.
Had
there.
a chance. Not sure what happened, and then E-Girl Dev saw it and then decided to build right across. There's the edit out. Nice pick. Nice frag as User hits the delete button on E-Girl Dev, the first person we were watching.
And there you go right there. A good play from User. Now going to pop back up to full health.
Might need a little bit more of those shotgun shells, to be honest. 13 might not get you very far.
Yeah, decides not to pick up that blue rifle as well, going with the common AR and the pump shotgun as well.
You're going to want that, though. Yep. Get the extra shield here. Back on full health. Looking to rotate over to the next section here. and see if they can pick up some more loot. Mystic Gaming, I think, just got deleted by user 49149. User 49149 about to get into the car, maybe? Nah. Gonna go take it the old school way as they walk across.
Yeah, I mean the cars can be. Also, you got some loot drops coming in here. Probably gonna build up right on this.
That's the plan. You're right. Shoot that turret. Shoot that balloon down. Let's see what's in it.
And that could be huge for an early game loadout here. Now, have you been using the bolt-action sniper again lately? How has that been changing up as far as... Because for a long time, it was no longer meta.
It was never... yeah, I mean, I've been using it only because I do like sniping. It's interesting. It's not a hit-scan gun, right? So you really have to time that. And it can be a little bit difficult, especially if you play... with teams, right? They can, if you snipe somebody down, you might not get the full kill if they get if they revive the teammate. So it's an interesting gun. Obviously, the shotgun is still the key core gun that you're going to want to be holding on to.
And you can see a very good shotgun right there for this user.
Yes, for literally this user. With 1 kill already, it is going to third-party devour Evil as they have a little gunfight here between 50 cal and Devour. Definitely taking advantage of the opportunity that they're just distracted with each other, and user actually coming in to engage. That's a bit of an ego challenge here. Has a nice opportunity to stay in the back, but wants to come in to get some frags.
I mean, if you can clean up and get both frags, that's going to be an even bigger deal for you. As Fruit there able to turn on user, deliver a lot of quick hits. Now they're stuck really close together, but doesn't look like Fruit was able to take any damage there, not able to deal any
User
either.
Doesn't want the smoke now.
Yeah, Fruit turns very quickly there. Still delivering the damage, and we talked about Fruit pregame, said he was going to be one of the ones that you really do want to watch.
And Fruit now popping those shields, getting back to full health. Yeah, had the opportunity. You do see somebody coming in here. 50 cal Fruit actually dropping in.
Chasing.
Fruit wants the action. Fruit wants this elim point as we got a build battle in here. There's the edit out on the roof, trying to get that peek onto Fruit. And the edit out back to the bottom floor. Fruit does have a little bit of the high ground advantage here.
Getting that wall control is going to be very big. Whoever's going to get that might be in better.
Definitely, there's the edit out, nice. Wasn't able to do any damage, but had the peek out. Let's see what happens here.
User trying to lure Fruit into a bit of a trap right here, trying to maybe get that flank off. A lot of wall control here on the bottom floor for User, and that is why Fruit, you can see, is not trying to
push that. Not trying to push that. You can build around, you can drop down from the side, but you definitely don't want to push through when User has such piece control advantage. And now it looks like it's going to be a little bit of a wait and see. A little strategic, and 50 cal Fruit deciding whether or not they want the smoke, maybe coming in from the side, maybe not. 30 builds though might be enough. It looks like 50 cal Fruit doesn't want it, gonna rotate off. User also agreeing to cease fire and go off and get some more mats.
Yep, now we see moving over to another user here, Mingmon from the 5G team.
Minmon already looking pretty good with 100-some builds. Got a little chili pepper, some shields, full health. No elims yet, but I'm sure looking to take advantage of that next opportunity. User here getting some more mats, gonna need some more wood, 44 builds. Gonna want to load up a little bit more for this next section. They swim across to actually one person right on top of the bridge. Right above him.
Yeah, one person. Sakurajima here. No elims yet, but full materials.
Seriously, that's the loadout that you want to be sitting with. One launch pad here, got lots of shields. Now even maybe a med kit.
Upgrades the shotgun.
Probably wants to pick up that med kit and take it. You always want to be sitting at full health. You know what I'm saying? You want to be at full health always. No, doesn't take the med kit. We're gonna see how that plays out. I mean,
opting to push right now instead.
Why don't you just take that full 200 health? It's right there. You know, you can just take advantage of it. It's like a 10 seconds short. But you know, it's only gonna help. Well, that's a interesting little thing, the little owl that you get to. It can be used for movement as well. Lots of, I mean, Sakurajima now, you know, you got basically a nice loadout. Maybe you want to pick up another gun or so, but I think you're sitting pretty, you know.
Yeah, it looks like there's another player right in the vicinity.
Right below, actually.
As Nerdtron goes out with the feed there.
48 players left now. Sakurajima taking a look to see if maybe they can get. Maybe she sees Humble Vlad over there. Maybe, maybe not.
Possibly, but doesn't really have a lot of range to engage.
Yeah, as we think, is it nighttime now?
Looks like it.
Yeah, it's interesting too when you play at night. There's a little less visibility. Oh, does see one maybe on the mountain? No, I think that's on the other side.
Yeah, it's a little too far away.
Yeah, so Sakurajima just choosing to hunker up as they wait for this next storm to enclose. She is in a good position. Mingmon over here though, let's see what they're looking at. Climbing up the hill. Always gotta be careful on these rotations because you never know what might be lurking inside this house for you. Nice pick of the items here. Let's take a look at Dev is Tiny.
Dev is Tiny, yet another local player making a name in this tournament as Context takes out Sambula. And now you see, like, looking for we gotta start the crowd up into this area as we, of course, get into the circle. And now they're going to be jockeying for that positioning as they get ready for the circles to really start to
really
and that's when we're going to start seeing a lot more gameplay and action being forced as we got some fights going on
Dev
here.
is Tiny might have some good angles right here down on the 3 people below him.
Sets up some nice cover after taking a couple shots.
Yeah, there he goes. No! Nice pick there. This guy.
Dev just takes that one for Howdy.
Absolutely. Just a great spray from the top and takes him out. Nice pick. That's going to be the first for Dev is Tiny. And as Dev looks across, peeks across the bottom floor to see if there's anybody else that they can get.
In the chat, the Fawn says the calm before the literal storm as Javen here takes out Amison.
And that's literally a great way to put it. And Dev is Tiny looking opportunistic, seeing if maybe they can pick off one of the others, but they're all pretty nicely hunkered up in their builds now. You don't really want to be wasting your bullets. Just breaking down structure. But Delta and Zen, they've agreed to cease fire and not fight each other as they wait.
Like it.
Another minute and 15 seconds. Actually, they're pushing maybe a little closer to each other. Dev is Tiny looking around, seeing if there's anything here.
Trying to keep all that situational awareness, knowing exactly where other people are around you. That's very key.
You got it. You can't be looking at one direction the whole time, and the next thing you know, somebody's actually built their structure right behind you. 45 players left. You can see everybody choosing to hold their positions in the next 50 seconds. Happen. Dev is Tiny breaking a little bit of the structure down. Seeing maybe if they were able to get an angle on Dev is Tiny.
Yeah, just trying to find that, see what's going on. As Fruit gets taken out by Baby Displays.
Oh, Fruit was one of the ones to look out for, and actually Dev is Tiny decided to go in.
Starting to go down, trying to get some of that, trying to get some more material, some more items.
I think it might have been the loot of the last player, the last player that they actually picked off.
That was definitely what it was.
That was what it was.
Really a good call.
A great call, actually. He needed a little bit more, and got plenty of shields now. So 44 players left. Action's gonna happen now soon as we go in.
His problem in any of these gunfights, though, is going to be at this point, there are probably going to be some players that he's going to come across whose loadouts are just better.
Stronger.
When it comes to dealing all that damage.
Absolutely. And you can see a couple people still outside taking some massive storm damage.
I think they're still okay a little bit.
They'll be fine. No sweat now, but once that circle gets small, you definitely want to be making some quick rotations. Is the Dolph over here, way out in the open.
Yeah,
not sure why.
Questionable decisions there by Dolph. Now gonna
Dolph drinking a shield potion right here as so calm, but surprising that they didn't bunker up a little bit nicer than that.
And now they've just taken all this damage
damage. You know, launch pad out of there. That's the move. That's definitely the choice as they're dodging bullets left and right. 86 health. They're on white. Time to build a little security bunker here. Get some more mats. Actually, no. Only has 50 builds right now. Maybe that was why they didn't build a full entire panic room.
Yeah, a little bit. Gotta watch that resource management. Now Dolph is gonna try and heal back up.
Up to up to as much as they can. And definitely want to pick up a big potion here.
Take
back to
advantage of the time when you're
186.
not being attacked and do just that.
Exactly. Now it's gonna be moving in. Everybody getting a little bit closer. And a little bit friendlier. This was the coward musical movement.
Does there, but also gets dropped back down. Another 50 health. Gonna have to heal
Heal
back
up, and only 38 mats. The Dolph, what were you doing in the beginning? You need way more for your loadout. There's the bottom peak. See if there's anybody in the corner, but no. I think we're in the next storm circle though, so it might be just the time to hunker up and try to get a pick off as people rotate again, so you can pick up some of their loot. Mingmon over here, a little bit more, and actually, what's here, no?
Like an unlooted area, though.
Yeah. Yeah, actually,
very good. Big as well. This is exactly what you want if you're Mingmon. However, you also gotta watch out. All the way to 50.
That's what I was about to say. I mean, maybe she has some. She saw like a transport util around here somewhere. They can take advantage of. But it's fine now because you can take advantage. You can definitely take advantage of the fact that there's nobody around. Zen Howdy over here editing out, trying to see if there is a loot crate there. Might go for it. Might go for it. Looks like it. They're gonna build around it. Nice.
Howdy managed to survive that earlier engagement. Didn't get the elimination, but still doing just fine here. And now gonna have that
Sitting
scar.
good actually.
That is
a couple
quite the
bazookas.
loadout.
Yeah, I know. Howdy pretty happy with themselves. No elims yet, but now we're gonna get to a bit of the bubble. 41 players left in the storm, slowly closing in. And
look at where this storm is now, where it's coming. We're about to start seeing some players actually getting eliminated. Yeah, the fights are about to come.
Then Howdy has one person above him. Gonna be a little nervous here.
50 cal Tiny hanging on by a thread there. Has full shield, but look at the health.
Look at that. Yeah. You do not want to be stuck in the storm with that health. Then Howdy peeking around. Everybody around here. Very close by, but no real engagements yet. 50 cal Dangles in the corner. One just got picked off actually. It's 40 left now. Might have been.
Yeah, Paul World just needed Chris.
Ah.
And now the storm is shrinking, and now we're probably going to see some players starting to fight each other.
Top 25 do get placement points, so the next 15 that.
Yeah, we are still well away from that.
Oh,
and
Devour! Devour got devoured, had the edit out with the window, but they just got the snipe back.
Solify with a quality bolt-action snipe there.
That was actually quite nice, especially when Solify, I think, was the one that was way out in the open. Was able to find the head, I believe. Alright, let's take a look here. Solify sitting alright too. Decent loadout. 36 players. You can see people starting to get picked off.
Dangles takes out Tomoki. And that is right, 36 players. People are starting to get to that point where we're seeing more of this fighting going on here.
And yeah, this is going to be interesting. 70 side throw here. Gonna go ahead.
Gonna take out the Dolph.
The Dolph, we were just talking about how great his loadout is. He might be happy with that loot down. TTV here getting a little bit shot by Zythro, but Zythro able. Easy work for Zythro.
And Jonas, just after taking out Dolph, gets taken down by Zythro there. Gonna be happy with a little extra loadout. Doesn't end up popping that big shield as Dangles gets another one onto Nico. And like we said, now we're seeing the fighting. And players look at that circle. They're gonna be moving in, trying to get into position. Mingmon here fighting it out.
Trying to get the snipes down, and JJK is gonna have to build really rapidly to ensure they're not getting shot from above.
Yeah, JJK built into this hillside, not a bad place to be in.
I believe in the circle, right? I believe it might need to go a little bit further to get into the circle. Yes, now
look at all the
okay.
players that are just packed in here, and all the other ones
man.
still trying to make it in.
It's like an apartment building right now, and if you got the good real estate, you are happy about it if you're built up high up on this hillside. Scoob over here, 0 frags, gonna get back to 175. Does see Javen right across. Might get a quick pick, but who knows? There's
Probably in their best interest to try and go in, get this one close range, and pitch that shotgun.
yeah, that's definitely the gun you want to be holding on to if you're gonna get some close range fight. There's Nate here. Looks out, maybe can pick off Stalvosker. No,
Stephmos gets taken out by Drew instead.
Yeah, so
meanwhile,
long health.
Solify
Gotta build up soon.
Solify hanging on by
A thread, that toenail.
Oh, that is going to be so close there for
Solify
Solify.
must be sweating, but I believe Solify had a lot of shields, a lot of potions. So drink up because you're gonna need that extra shield.
38 Nate here though, could be a rough spot when it comes to fights. Needs to maybe pick up some loot, find some better upgrades,
Some
guns.
better guns, right? Delta here does have the time. King Boulder here. Maybe gonna edit out, thinking about it. PSR Optidog building a nice little bunker for themselves as we get very close to the point bubble. There was 2 quick picks. There's gonna be 30 left here. And actually, PSR Optidog and Storm Surge needs to do some elimination, needs to do some damage. They're gonna keep getting taken out by the storm, exactly.
There you go, that's going to encourage a little more fighting. There's going to be a
little bit more action.
That.
As everybody builds in, oh no! PSR Optidog, you are in trouble!
Hit by a literal truck!
Get back in there, take your shield and take your med kit. This new circle is going to be far out. It's going to be an interesting rotation, ladies and gentlemen.
Now we got Dangle, just under the influence of a chili pepper. They're already 2 elims. Has that blue shotgun and the blue AR.
Oh, now there's going to be a lot of action. Look at all this gunfighting here that's going to be happening here. There's the edit out trying to get some damage on User over here. User has his hands full as well with, I believe that's Sakura G or something. There's the storm opening up and getting some damage. 50 cal, gonna have to build over. And there's 2-3 of them right there, but you want to self-preserve here.
And Dev is tiny getting another elimination. And now the eliminations are just coming in. We're all the way down into placement points.
Exactly.
22 players left. Look how small the circle is right now.
Circle in Dangles needs to get back in there. Oh no!
Dangles gets
Dangles dangling by 6 health. Gotta drink up those shield potions. Take a big med kit too.
Is he even gonna have time? 10 seconds is a long time as David takes out Drew. He's
gonna need it. Dangles literally dangling on. He's gonna need that health kit because if you get that storm surge, that's you're out. You're out if you're just in the storm. All world here, getting in on the bottom floor. Gonna build around, seeing whether or not they're gonna be able to pick somebody up. They are gonna go and try to do some damage on the rooftop. Players drop back down to the bottom.
Dangles takes out Tiny there, so Dangles was able to recover and get back into the fight. As Lane gets reconsidered, we're down to the top 13.
Top 13, ladies and gentlemen, one right above the Tall World, trying to see somebody right next to him. They're gonna go for the shot, not able to get any damage off, I believe, here.
Yeah, that was Ming Mong trying to push. And Javen now taking a lot of damage.
Javen's 3 health. Javen, get over there. You do not have much time here. Definitely pick up those small potions and maybe use some of that bazooka. Maybe back up. Baby displays here. Actually pretty high up, but Dev is Tiny with the massive height advantage. Dev is Tiny though gets shot out and gets Baby displays with a nice elim from the bottom floor on Baby displays. Baby displays with a nice elim.
Yeah, very good work there using the fall damage. All takes out Delta. Now we're down to the final 5.
It's going to be the final 4, ladies and gentlemen. This is where the pedal hits the metal. This is where the rubber meets the road. This is going to be the last 4 players got a 1-on-1-on-1, and Baby Displays with a nice height advantage. Only 25 mats though. Once you run out of mats, you kind of run out of your height advantage. You got to get back on the bottom.
But now it's going to be just Optidog versus Baby Displays as Javen gets taken out. It is a 1v1 fight here. And Displays pushing down now.
That is the move you definitely want to be. It's actually on the bottom where you don't have to need too many mats and the storm is moving. You have way more opportunity. But you can see they're still up top. That's 5 shields.
Both get small right there.
Has a bit, I think, of the health advantage, but it's running out of it. And Baby Displays with a nice victory royale. Picks them off and gets the first 10-pointer of the day.
A very, very great display by Baby Displays. Like you said, able to take that height advantage from Dev is Tiny. Great elimination there, getting the fall damage kill on him. And then moving around, being able to just have that spot where basically Optidog was just stuck in a bad position where you had to just look up and wait and try and play the timing off the edit. And that's when you're just playing defensive the whole time. And Displays was able to just wait it out, have as many heals as necessary to survive the storm.
Exactly.
And play it exactly
I think that pick on Dev is Tiny was actually the play of the game that really brought them and gave them that advantage to stay on the top. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here, I believe, as we take a look at Dev is Tiny sitting up top, had a good position throughout the game, gets a nice pick here, and then later goes down to pick up that loot. And Zythro here, obviously, with the nice pick on TTV, taking all of their loot and deleting them over to the Afterlife. PSR Optidog, though, this was a nice edit out, and I think Baby Displays here with the final kill.
Optidog going to be very happy with second place, at least 4 elims, but Displays 15 points there, 5 elim victory.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was strong. That was a strong performance, definitely.
That's a very good start. If you're Baby Displays, you are feeling really, really good after round 1.
Take that confidence into the next round. We're going to see how Baby Displays is, if they're going to be able to keep up that momentum. Let's take a look here. Mystic. I wonder if Mystic's user is the same.
Mystic's definitely the same. We saw them in the game feed as well.
Oh, we did. Okay.
And in the chat, just saying, goals not last. That is an
admirable goal. Is not last.
Just get a couple eliminations on the board and just be able to feel good about yourself and say, you know what, I went out, I had a good time.
That's true. That's exactly it. And at the end of the day, you know, Fortnite's meant to be fun.
Exactly. You made it this far. You made it to the final day.
You made it past the qualifiers. Exactly. You made it past the qualifiers, and now you're playing with very strong competition.
Yeah, and Mystic coming in the chat. Mystic, good luck. We are rooting
for you. I'm not a pro player. Neither am I, Mystic. Neither am I.
Indeed. What a round 1.
What a round 1. Still plenty of games left, though. 4 games left.
Yep. And
lots of opportunity. Baby Displays can't feel too comfortable.
Yeah, for sure. Everything can change. It's only round 1. There is so much game left to be played. The standings are going to change up. You know that. It's all about following it up now. If you can get a round 1, 2, 3, where maybe you play really strong through all 3, now you're starting to talk about saying, okay, we're feeling a little bit better. You can build that lead. But just one game?
One game. You get knocked out early in a game, and then you don't get any placement points. You don't get any limbs, and that can really, really hurt your score. So you're going to want to see some safer play, but also you want to maintain that aggressiveness. So it's a perfect balance.
And we'll definitely, as we get towards the later round, players are going to get a little more aggressive. They're not going to want to play as passive because the scoreboard is going to start to shape up. You're going to start to get that idea of how you have to play and adjust your game
How many elims
style.
You're going to have to get on average, and even if you don't get the placement points, you're going to have to get a substantial amount of elims to get to the top 15 it is.
Exactly, and that's going to be the big question of once you know how far you have to go, being able to say, okay, I know what I have to do, and I know how I have to adjust my playstyle.
I still think the highlight of the game was when I don't remember who it was, just sniping the one guy through that window. That was definitely a nice play. I did not expect that. Wide open in the field, gets a nice snipe headshot to eliminate the one person who had plenty of shelter and was actually just had like a head peeking out.
Yeah, well, you live and die by that head peek, Chris. But right now, we're going to toss things over to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have round 1 scores, and we'll be getting ready for some round 2 action. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back.
you streaming on Trovo yet? We're welcoming streamers to become part of our exciting and supportive community, no matter how big or small. It's easy to use, has fun features, and is especially great for mobile gaming. Streamers can receive subscriptions, gifts from fans, and many more cash rewards. New Trovers can earn up to $380. Just use referral code TrovoTitans. That's TROVOTITANS in the Creator Studio to become a Trovo streamer. It's time to level up and start streaming on Trovo.
We're rewarding our community with coveted Titan points in North America, Latin America, and Europe. Titan points can turn into cash at the end of the Trovo Titan series. You can earn Titan points 3 ways. Join our Discord and hang out with the community. Your engagement will earn you automatic points. Play in our free-to-play online tournaments. The more you play, the more points you earn. If you place well in the tournament, you'll get bonus points too. Be part of the fun and earn Titan points today. We'll see you on the leaderboards. Visit trovotitans.live/Titan points for more info. Looking to be the next great Trovo caster? Apply today for the Trovo Titans Community Caster Program. We're looking for dedicated Trovers who want to boost their following by casting some of our community tournaments right from your own channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into the Trovo Titans Fortnite tournament. I'm Tom, he's Chris, and we have just completed round one.
And we're getting ready and gearing up. The battle bus is loading up for round 2 here. We saw some great action through the first round with Baby Displays taking that first place. Let's take a look in at the leaderboard and how players shook out after that first round.
The top 15 players do get paid, so if you're sitting 16, you'll know how many points you're going to want to pick up.
That is right. Right now we can take a look in at these scores in just a moment here. And there we go. Boom, we have them. In 20th, we got Boulder and Howdy. You can see our
15th place, Elaine and Shreddy vying for it at 6 points. That's the points you're gonna get to. Zythro actually.
Zythro with a quality 7-point performance out of round 1. One of the players that we followed a little bit along, got some good eliminations.
For sure.
Like to see it. And then moving up into the top 10, seeing where those scores really are going to sit. You have a whole bunch of people tied at 7th place, 6 through 11, all tied at 7
points. But Baby Displays with that dominant performance, 15 points. And Javen, was that our number 2?
Javen was not our number 2 player.
No,
Javen
Dangles
was up there
the number
in the
2,
top.
right?
Dangles, no, it was Optidog.
Optidog.
And that'll probably be, I'm going to guess that is Optimal's that is Optimal's
handle.
Tag.
Yeah,
that would be my guess.
So,
but Dangles, Javen, and Optimal all right up there.
Yeah, and Javen with a pretty nice performance considering they didn't get the 2nd place finish, but enough elims to take 2nd place. As we go in, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of our Trovo Titans Fortnite West Coast Tournament. We're going to go ahead and follow Contexton as he drops down as we begin this next round in 3 seconds.
That is right. We are headed in here with Context.
Context FN.
He's going to be cruising in just past Weeping Woods here as we're seeing a whole bunch of players figuring out where it is they want to drop in. Maybe going for a little bit more of a hot drop here in Slurpy Swamp. Do you like dropping hot, or do you like dropping in your own place where you can just loot up passively?
I just loot up passively, to be honest. You know, it's you don't get as much of these nice drops, but you get a little bit more of the later end game. Like some Contection already getting shot at already. That was early bullets that were coming down. And we're gonna go over to Roland Jean here. Roland Jean trying to break up some of these shield kegs to get a little bit more of those shields.
And you see Javen in the feed already grabbing another elimination. That's gonna be big for one of our top 5.
Exactly, and Javen right there, I think, is gonna want to play aggressively and get some of these healing points. Roland Jean getting nearly up to the full shield as we roll over to User. Got a nice med kit, got a nice shotgun. Gonna be able to take an early engagement if they wanted it.
Yeah, User's in a great position for an early game fight right here, especially if they have the ability to push someone, get in close range.
Exactly.
That blue tack is gonna be very helpful.
Picking up some more mats. Might move over to some water if they got that fishing rod here.
Yeah, fishing of course back. Has been for a little bit now. As we move over to Fruit. Fruit's sitting at 150 health. It does have that shield.
And now in chest to open up. See what's there. Gonna go ahead and get back to 200 in health. But just got some regular guns. Nothing amazing. Nothing special.
You see here Pleasant Park, one of the few areas as Context does eventually get taken out there in the feed.
E-Girl Def though might have eyes on 50 cal, so 50 cal's gonna want to get over to cover soon.
Fruit might also be pushing into that fight after a little more looting. Probably doesn't want to really be engaging with only common weapons.
Right.
But definitely a player that is skilled enough to do just that.
To take that aggression if they needed it. E-Girl Def already holding up.
And now here we go. You see the push coming.
There you go.
Yes.
A little bit of some feeler bullets now. E-Girl Def gonna go ahead and build over. Has a little bit of the height advantage, but Fruit takes it back. And now 50 Krell actually
gets it on the fall damage.
Gets it on the fall damage. Wow.
A great play there by Fruit. Probably not exactly what he thought was going to happen in that fight as Javen takes out Vlad in the feed.
E-Girl was not happy with that drop probably. Did not want to die from fall damage. At least give him a fighting chance. As we go over to Javen. Javen's gonna need to grab some of these shield potions to get back up to 200.
Talk about that. That is just ridiculous though. A purple scar. And your loadout is so good, even early game, you have to not take it.
And it already 2 elims.
Yeah.
So
Javen going off and also already has the weaponry of an endgame loadout there with that gold spar.
let's take a look at Paul World. Paul World building up the mats here. Gonna go ahead and take a look, and they're gonna need a little bit more wood, looks like.
Yeah, Paul World doing okay on map. The good news is at the farmhouse, definitely a lot of places to stock up on some more lumber.
Not anybody close by as Hits takes out What's My Name. And we're down to the 52. Let's see if we're going to be able to tag any of the 50 cal Burgundy over there. Or Kettle Oil. Kettle Oil wide out in the open. Paul World might have an audio cue here. Maybe.
I'm not really worried about it though at the moment. Still harvesting up materials, trying to max out on brick right now.
Exactly. Has both maxed out on brick and metal. Gonna go ahead and rotate far out as we take a look at 38 and 8. It actually has some company 38 and 8 with 50 cal Burgundy coming in. Drop it in hot. We're gonna be in there like swimwear. Let's see how Nate plays this out. Gonna go ahead and build out Burgundy over here with the pickaxe out, trying to destroy a little bit of the mat and the piece control that Nate has.
Nate desperately trying to get up to 200 health, but just being pushed.
Every single time. And Burgundy with a bit of that health advantage, but Nate's gonna be able to pop that big shield. No, not gonna have enough time. Burgundy just sweating Nate.
And Nate's just completely worried about what's gonna happen every time he tries to pop this potion. He's getting pushed. Finally able to get it up as Bergen decides to move
away, and
like.
Nate agrees too to move away as well. Just get some more mats, get some more wood.
And that's something that'll happen. You'll see someone. I think that Burgundy actually probably made a little bit of a misjudgment there on how that fight was going to go for him, thinking that it wasn't worth it to invest all those materials in that fight this early. But I think that he would have had the chance if he kept pushing there.
He might have, especially because Nate was, really focused on getting back up to full health, and Burgundy had a 50-point health advantage. So Nate over here gonna go ahead and get some more lumber as we are down to 51. Probably gonna be pretty happy actually with this, and we're gonna go over to Zen's over here in a gunfight, and Zen's, as we come to use, they get sent away.
And it's Quadradito taking out Zen's.
With 9, you got no guns.
No guns or ammo.
No guns or ammo, that's what I'm saying. He's gonna need to do some looting or some ammo conservation if they get into another gunfight. This is not sitting pretty, otherwise you're gonna be whacking people with your stick. Scuba here, coming in, looking slick on the mats, but might look for their first elim of the day.
Yeah, Scuba opting to keep it moving there, not taking any sort of chances heading into that house or checking in for any loot there. And just moving around. We're still in the first circle here. We have bags of time left, but we're already down 13 players so far as Hunt Dog takes out Hits.
And there's Quadradito in the corner there. Javen over here on the side. Javen being quite aggressive in the car.
Rolling.
Javen, yeah, he's been quite aggressive with the elims here. Taking the fights when he gets them. And when you're talented, then you can get those kills, and you might as well.
That is very true. Javen wanting to play aggressive here, trying to pace with the lead.
And actually might have already picked it up. Might have already gotten there. Well, actually, I think it was at 12 points. And
yeah, probably right hovering in the neighborhood.
Hovering in the neighborhood. Has that opportunity. As Scuba gets into the little double bubble gum. Let's go ahead and take a look at Red SK. Has an inflatable if they want it, but not going to grab it. As we take a look at A1 Alex. Are they getting tagged a little bit? No.
Doesn't look like they're getting tagged. Not at full health. We're in a fight. As one of the users gets taken out, and Chris goes down as well. And
Zythro there, taking a quick elim. Nice work there. It's another point on the scoreboard. This 50 cal might jump into this car to get a rotate. Take a look. Yes, they are gonna jump into the car, find some new real estate. You know that didn't spawn there, I don't think, right? It was.
Yeah, probably not. That's
We
going
might
to
have
immediately
some
prompting him to hunker down here, just a little bit outside the circle still, and now moving back off.
Exactly. I think that was 50 cal that might have taken that car there, and Alex might run into them if he swings to the left on this hill, but he's gonna go ahead and get to his next outhouse. Runs past it through the river as we go on to LGC Mystery. Hunkered down in their bunker.
And Mystery's going to have to start moving at some point as Dev is Tiny takes that lane.
Nice work there, and Ashton choosing to rotate on foot. Might run into a couple neighbors to the north. And that's when you gotta reconsider to be running out wide in the open like that. Reconsider quickly, bunkers up, builds some materials around, and keeps on moving. As Ashton looks for her to be a little bit sneaky here.
Yeah,
Ashton's
Ashton's trying to move around, maybe grab one of those picks off one of these players, but very much out in the open right now, just trying to push in for position on the circle. As we see, Dev is Tiny and Quadrito.
Maybe in a bit of a box fight here. Oh, Kasame draw all the way out in the open. Ashton, though, only with 24 bullets in that gun. Try to shoot them with that.
Try to fire off some of those rockets, see if you can grab
some
anything.
Splash damage here.
As it looks like Dev is Tiny has actually moved on from that fight.
Which is a wise choice here. If you don't feel like it's a certain kill without anybody third partying, it might be better just to rotate and find better spots. There's Reconsider now. Reconsider, one of the people that was getting tagged by, I believe it was Wall World earlier, I'm not really sure, but was getting tagged a little bit, but still sitting okay at 175. Doesn't want to pop that big shield potion yet. Conserve a little leak on it, maybe it's a little bit lower. And building right underneath this bridge to get some more mats.
Jonas has one elimination so far. Got to be happy with that purple scar in hand. Shotgun leaves a little bit to be desired, but not too bad.
Might need a 6 small shields. Sitting okay. Rotating with the storm closing in, though.
Yeah, that storm's coming in just a little bit. Probably gonna have to keep moving. Just keep moving along here, but still very okay and could survive some storm damage.
They'll survive. I mean, no med kits, they shouldn't have any trouble. Oh!
Potential fight brewing here.
Nearly fell, but should be able to find maybe a vehicle here, I believe. Let's take a look at Zythro here. Had one elim early in on this round.
And Zythro's already posted up and just waiting inside the circle, waiting to see where that next circle is going to be.
And that's the game of the game. It's going to be a waiting period as everybody comes over. PSCR back dog needs a little bit. Oh, takes a nice hit.
And just answer right back and does eventually get Sambula there.
There we go. That was nice. Might be the time to pop those small shield potions, get back to full health here. But that was a nice pick by PSR Bakdog. I don't know. It might have caught him a little bit by surprise, actually.
Might have indeed, but look, we're sitting currently with full materials.
And 3 elims, which is definitely
Bakdog having a good game right now.
There you go. Bakdog actually might be looking for a little bit more. A little bit more action. Let's see what happens here.
As the storm is closing in here on all the players in Lazy Lake, they're going to have to move.
Yes, they are. Let me grab that suitcase and get out of there.
Yeah. Pack your bags. It is time to go.
And that's Bakdog does agree. There's the rotation over here. As we go over to Chief, who's driving.
Oh, wow.
He is far out.
Chief is very far away, but look at that 2 med kits. Gonna be plenty fine.
Plenty fine, yeah. He's playing GTA over here.
Yeah. And that is one
on the roads.
That is one strategy playing for placement points. Think about it. You know no one else is going to be in the storm. When you have that many med kits, you can just chill out there. You're not going to grab any elimination points, but you're at least going to get
at least 3 points for maybe staying in the top 25 if you can. The worst though is when you do all of that and you know you just don't have an Omega. As we got Keto Lol doing a little bush camp and seeing if they can be a little bit opportunistic with any picks here. As we got some people rotating with that storm closing in. They don't know though that there's nobody around them.
Gonna be very hard to pick anyone off with that P90 at range.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know. Maybe, but there's nobody around either. So we got 50 cal Bergnuity. Was it always Bergnuity?
It was, but I mean,
I called him Burgundy.
Yeah, the text is tiny when you're not seeing him. As Javen actually gets taken out of the feed there,
No
and we saw
placement
Fruit
points for
grabbing
Javen
one.
at all for this round. That's gonna hurt their placement in the ranks. As we take a look how Bergnuity does this. Really close neighbor here, right behind. You gotta be a little bit wary. You're literally shacked up right next to him. You can knock on their door. As I think that's 50 cal Tyrant or something. Jonas there in the car, I believe, driving across. STL Ashton also trying to get back into that storm circle. And let's take a look at Howdy.
Howdy, another one of those players that's picked up. Players are starting to be in the circle now as they're waiting for this next storm to come in.
King Boulder. Peeking out. Everybody's got, yeah, their little bunkers set up. And you're gonna start seeing the action come in, I think, in this next circle.
Yep, Keto getting a shot there. And remember there, from game one, we didn't see a lot of action until the third, fourth, fifth circles.
Exactly.
Where we had something like 25 to 30 players in one of the tiniest circles possible. Players are waiting a long time to get aggressive so far in these games.
50 cal though does have a little bit of a neighbor coming in. Let's see, gonna go ahead and build out a little bit more, get a more case control here. Take that big shield potion as they're gonna be sweated a little bit from around. But I don't know, they might have disengaged.
Yeah, Fruit might have just benefited from that getting down the burn. Follow-up fight as Tiny takes out Mingmong, and now you can see the next storm. Now we really have our location. People know where they have to get to.
Exactly.
And this is where you're going to start seeing positioning come into play as everybody tries to make their move into the next circle. Nate here going to be at 165 health. He's got a pretty good loadout for any fight that he's going to come across. We'll see what he can do.
Might want to pick up a med kit whenever they get the chance. Coming in hot with the car. Building a quick bunker. Little emergency bunker. Does get
taken out.
Tanked a little bit. He's gonna have to. Oh, still getting tanked. Ooh. User in a stressful position here, getting absolutely shot from left and right and center. Gonna have to use so many mats to protect themselves here. Gotta go ahead and head into the back room, pop some of these shields, and get back to full health.
Yeah,
but was able to survive.
User was getting lobby focused for a second there, but managed to withstand the storm and is now going to be back at just about full health.
And now looking for this opportunity. Maybe peek Nate, maybe not. There's a little bit of an edit out.
Yeah, just to make sure that that's not something that's going to haunt them later.
That's true. As Nate actually does drop in a little bit. No, it's going to be further. User maybe can take advantage of this peek out, this edit out to try to do some damage, but just the timing was off here. Dev is tiny in the roof, devoured. Just might have gotten a pick here, or maybe gotten a loot box or something.
Yeah, might have either some sport.
Another fight, or from that fight, we don't really know. But everybody getting quite close and friendly. I don't know if they're getting friendly, but there we go. Nice opportunity to try to take Solidify out. Does it?
Gets the pick there. Going to be a nice second elim for him here.
Nice opportunity as they were rotating, as they were getting
and there
out
goes
of there.
Mystic. 6 players away.
Mystic Gaming, that was a good effort, Mystic. We believe in you. 50 cal XYZ gonna be in a tough position. Devour though doesn't get that final pick. final shot off of him.
Instead, Howdy going to be the one to grab it. As
Exactly.
You see there in the feed, and now he just bounces his way over.
Howdy's so opportunistic with that frag. You get them all the way down to white, and then somebody else just does a little kill steal, gets that elim point. You're not feeling happy about that one.
We're not. Optidog here, he was our second place finisher in round 1. No eliminations so far here in round 2. But look at this, we're on to circle 5, 30 players left. They're going to be packed in there like sardines. This is where you're going to see some more hits coming in. As Dangles has 166 health, including that gold orb.
Dangles, one of the players to look after. He has been in the top, well, he was in the top 5, so if he has a good showing here, he's going to be able to really cement his position. Let's take a look here. As these players start building around each other, getting into some box fight, there's only 4 more elims away from the placement points.
That is right. You know, players aren't going to want to be the last one taken out. And we actually saw the action start to pop off later in the round last time.
Exactly.
To the point where everyone was just so tightly packed that there was no point in even trying to play passively and survive for the placements. You just
go
had to go.
aggressive. And Delta here, smart choice with the slow play. If you're not next to anybody and you're hunkered in all by yourself, like, no reason to waste the mats to go ahead and rotate and get to the action. You'd rather the action stay very far away from you. Baby Displays, our #1 finisher here, sitting nice with 28 players left. Can get into the placement points, but you're really trying to get to the top 3 to get a lot more. As we take a look at 50 cal Tiny here, peeking out. See that next storm circle very far away. That's going to be some crazy rotations. There's going to be a lot of gunfighting as you have people moving over.
That is right. You got Backdog there. Getting us down to 27 players left in the lobby. And still, players reluctant to fight each other now. No one wants to be that last player taken out before placement points. So they're going to have to.
By the time the storm moves over, you're going to get back to the last 25. Here's a nice pick by Goshi. Gets the elimination in Quadrito. And actually, a legendary gun doesn't need it, though. And gonna be a quick rotation here. Now we're in the top 25, ladies and gentlemen. 24 already. You can see as everybody rotates over how much action there is. Building going on, shooting going on. Goshi over here. Gonna try to find a nice spot to hold. And has Delta right above. Gonna go ahead and drop down a little bit lower.
And Baby Display is actually gonna get taken out by Tiny there. So only gonna get 3 points for the placement point.
I don't believe they had any limbs either.
They did not. Aim Assist takes out Huntdog. 22 players left here.
Aim Assist, nice 5 elims here. And at least 3 points clutched up with the placement points. Gonna need to get out of there a little bit. Gonna take some storm damage and no med kits. So we're gonna really need to conserve our health.
That's the fish there though.
That's true.
We're down to 21 players. Aim Assist definitely feeling fine right there, but that last second item in. Alex has 1 elimination so far. Ashley gets the feed dropping down to 20. Does not have the best loadout fighting right now, but that's the way off to do the job necessary.
Let's see, maybe is able to edit out. Had a nice peek, but wasn't able to take advantage of it. And let's take a look here as Alex looks to try to get Devis Tiny doing some damage on those brick walls. Devis Tiny right next to them, but doesn't want to get third party behind Ashley over here. And he just uses Bazooka to fill up a little bit and maybe get onto this launch pad, maybe not. Now you're gonna have to. Now you're blocked off. You're not gonna be able to use it. There's Vernuity here. Might try to shoot off that inflatable. Slowly make their way.
Shield. Ashley gets taken out by Devour.
And we're going to be in the top
players.
15. Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. This is it.
And look at how small this circle is. This is a 5-man circle, not a 15-man circle. And now the elimination.
Yes, Vernuity.
Aim Assist popping off so far. 6 eliminations here.
Has a
has
nice opportunity to take one now. Doesn't. Alex over here going to be taking a little bit of storm damage. Slowly creeping in.
Pop one of the fish to get back up to max health.
There we go. Maybe gets
Aim Assist gets another.
Frag. I thought that was Alex, but no, it was actually Aim Assist from up top.
Aim Assist making advantage out of having that high ground position right now.
There's
Gets taken out by
Alex, very low on health, 25-15-0 now. Tiny was the one that took Alex out. And Tiny, 3 limbs, 7 players left on the bottom. Has the opportunity to maybe pick off Paul World if they can. There's the, oh man, just one material away.
Feeling
Really
right
good.
now. Gonna have to move, but has plenty
to
of healing
pop
items.
that fish soon. It's back to somewhat full health.
And we're down to the final 4 here as
Doesn't
Tiny
want to
gets
get
taken
hurt
out by
the storm. The
damage.
storm is going to do some serious damage. Paul World taking advantage of aim assist, but gets picked off
And
by
aim
the storm.
assist wins it at the end,
Oh.
taking out True.
Aim assist with 100 health actually was able to hold on. I was getting a little nervous for them, just a little bit.
Just a little, but aim assist walks through that game and finishes far and away above anyone else.
100%. That was plenty of elims. That was Victory Royale. That's definitely a game to be proud of. That's a game to write home about.
And you know, there are some games where you could be by far the player who has been playing the best game.
Right.
But you don't get the victory. Not one of those cases here. Amos is definitely the player that deserved the 10 points and gets them on top of a monster game when it comes to the frags.
Had a dominant position here at the end. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Fruit here gets one of the, I believe, gets the pick over here from the fall damage on E-Girl Def. That was very early on. It's Bakdog over here. Takes the pick, one wall away, and nice shot, gets him low, and then finishes it off for another nice loot up.
Bakdog had some very nice plays here. We saw Goshi get eliminated later on, but right
nice
here, gonna
pick
grab
here
that
with
on
that.
Ito.
Exactly. And now let's take a look at 50 cal Alex here.
50 cal Alex was doing pretty well, but just gets stuck there in that fight with Tiny. Had no mats to build up that wall. Was low on health, and that was
this
just all it was.
The aim assist. Paul World, if they were able to get some, they were just able to get, you know, just a little bit more damage done, but didn't have the health, was standing in the storm, and just got taken out by the storm.
Yep, taken out by the storm, and just absolutely crazy. The final 3 eliminations all going to our eventual winner there. And Fawns puts it best in the chat. Crazy amount of elims and first place.
And first place, yeah.
That was a 20-point game.
That's you're proud of that. You're for sure proud of that. And really made his mark on game 2.
No question about it. We will have to see what happens in game 3, but we thought that performance from Baby Displays was good in round 1.
Was
it
strong
got followed up by an
oh.
even higher point game in round 2.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's a strong play, and they weren't even in the top 15. I don't know where they were actually.
Yeah, Displays did not finish in the top 15.
Yeah, Displays didn't, Javen didn't. So there's going to be a shakeup on the leaderboard.
A big shakeup after round 2 for sure, but we knew that this was going to be coming. It's only the second round. There's still 3 rounds left to go on top of that. And that is really, this is the time when we're still going to be seeing so much changing going on in the leaderboard. There is an amount of luck that comes into play with these.
Of course.
And that's what's going on here, where you can have one unlucky round, and that's going to shake up your position. But then, you know what? You can come back, you can play more aggressive in the next 3 rounds.
Get a dominant placement.
Exactly. Players are starting to know what they're going to have to do, and they're going to adjust their play styles accordingly.
Nice. Well, yeah, it's been good. There's still lots of games left. We're not even halfway. And, you know, Mystic, you got a chance. You got a chance these next. I'm rooting for you. Let's get to the top 25 here, Mystic.
At least get on the feed. That's
exactly.
That's what we're rooting
I think
for.
Mystic was on the feed for a little bit, no?
No, on the kill feed.
On the kill feed, okay.
Mystic in the chat saying, yes, sir, we are rooting for you. Hit it with that top 25. Hide in the bush if you have to.
Def Scared, no chance for me. We believe in you, Def Scared. I was emoting in a box. There we go.
Hey, that is one strategy.
That is one strategy. I wonder what that one person who was driving around the whole time, how they ended up doing.
Yeah, that's a good question. There were a couple people who I saw that were just kind of journeying off on their own in the storm.
Exploring the map for sure.
I feel like that's not one of those strategies that's going to pay off.
Yeah, I don't think there's not going to be much meta around that, to be honest.
But a whole lot of great players coming out so far, and wow, just the final fights that we've been seeing have been so ridiculous with the fact that we've had 15 players in some of these incredibly small circles. Players are playing very passively right up until the end. And it's leading us to have a high player count in these very, very small final zones.
And that's what gets quite difficult because it's hard for, like, you know, when you get third-partied in these small zones, for you to be, it's definitely a lot of luck in that place.
Yeah.
That plays into it, right?
Exactly.
Your loadout, where the storm goes, it just might be moving in your direction. You save on 20, 30 health.
Exactly. That's the big thing, like you said, with the luck of you being able to complete your fights without having to worry about someone else coming in and shooting you from behind. And once you get down to those final fights where everybody is just right on top of each other, a lot of the times that's exactly what's going to happen.
And you're running low on mats, you're looking for that rotation. You don't want to build a ton because you're going to be wasting too much, and yeah, you can just get picked off. And so it's going to be interesting. You might want to play a little bit more aggressive early on, get some nice elims when it's just a one-on-one. You don't have to worry about so much, but then you might be worried about those placement points. So
yeah, those placement points are big. It is balancing that placement versus aggression. You have to have faith in your own gun skill to know that you can go out and get those eliminations, because especially what we've seen so far, your top two finishers, the last two games were an 18 and a 20-point game.
Right.
That means that the players who are finishing out at the top are also getting a lot of those eliminations.
Exactly.
And all of that snowballing together really means that you have to push yourself and start taking some of those engagements that maybe you'd think twice about in the early rounds.
Well, it's been a great game so far. Lots of action coming up. Excited to see if any new names are going to pop up on the top of that leaderboard.
Exactly. We will have to find out. We're going to have the scores from round 2 and round 3 coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back, guys.
Are you streaming on Trovo yet? We're welcoming streamers to become part of our exciting and supportive community, no matter how big or small. It's easy to use, has fun features, and is especially great for mobile gaming. Streamers can receive subscriptions, gifts from fans, and many more cash rewards. New Trovers can earn up to $380. Just use referral code Trovo Titans. That's TROVOTITANS in the Creator Studio to become a Trovo streamer. It's time to level up and start streaming on Trovo.
We're rewarding our community with coveted Titan points in North America, Latin America, and Europe. Titan points can turn into cash at the end of the Trovo Titan series. You can earn Titan points 3 ways. Join our Discord and hang out with the community. Your engagement will earn you automatic points. Play in our free-to-play online tournaments. The more you play, the more points you earn. If you place well in the tournament, you'll get bonus points too. Be part of the fun and earn Titan points today. We'll see you on the leaderboards. Visit trovotitans.live/Titan points for more info.
Looking to be the next great Trovo caster? Apply today for the Trovo Titans Community Caster Program. We're looking for dedicated Trovers who want to boost their following by casting some of our community tournaments right from your own channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into our Trovo Titans Fortnite tournament. I'm Tom, he's Chris, and we are getting ready for round 3 here. We've seen some exciting play through the first 2 rounds, some great players. We're going to have scores from the first 2 rounds in just a few minutes. But first, Chris, let's talk about Trovo Titans, and specifically Trovo Titan points, which are one of the ways that our awesome community members can earn even more cold hard cash here in this tournament.
Yeah, Mystic. So even if you can't get on the leaderboard here, you can get on the leaderboard there. Tell us about the Trovo Titan points.
Well, Chris, it's really simple. Titan points are how we crown our community champions. Playing in tournaments, performing well in tournaments, and just being awesome in our Discord are just a few ways that you can earn Titan points. On August 31st, the leaderboard's going to close, and the top 10 players, they're going to split $1,500. A new leaderboard goes live on September 1st, so join in now and start earning points today.
That's great stuff. They got a really positive, nice Discord community too, and you can also earn more points at some of the upcoming events as well. Tell us about that.
That is right. Of course, August 22nd, we have Pokemon Unite 5v5. The 25th, that's when we start our qualifiers for our next Fortnite tournament. We're going to have the East Coast Qualifier 1 on the 25th, and the 26th, we'll have our second qualifier. And Bob's your uncle there, because we got $4,000 to give away in that tournament as well. That's going to be some great prize pool. For more info, of course, check out trovotitans.live. And hey, it's all free to enter.
Yeah, exactly. 4,000 prize pool. That's the same prize pool as it is right now. And let's take a look at the standings after Game 2. Top 15 do get a share of that prize pool. Howden Evil sitting right there at the cusp. But Dev here at number 11.
That's right, Dev going to have 13 points. He's been playing well, just not quite well enough. And then we look over on our other side of the leaderboard, the top 10 here. Dangle's in 5th with 14. He's tied with Tate, Javen, and Paul World. And then you got Tiny 18 with 16 points. Displays with 18. He, not a great second game, but still good enough to be up there. And then Optimal with 19. And Nav has taken over the leaderboard with 20.
A strong 20. Nav must be the winner of the last round, right?
Yeah, and that also means that he had no points after round 1, which shows just how quickly you can shoot up the leaderboard. But we're going to drop in with one of our most consistent players. He played well through both rounds. Optidog going to be dropping in here as we get started with round 3.
Round 3 of 5, ladies and gentlemen. This is where halftime probably going to begin. We're going to hear a little halftime show from you.
Oh, man, you do not. We would have taken off Trovo if I'm going to be out here singing a halftime show. I'll tell you that.
Okay, well, we do not want that then. Do you have a go-to karaoke song?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, tell me about it. Which is it?
Living on a Prayer, Bon Jovi.
Oh, yeah, that's a classic.
Exactly. You got to get everybody involved.
That's the key, right? You can choose one of those sing-along songs for karaoke and then get everybody singing along with you. Then you don't even have to really sing.
Exactly. Optidog going to pick up a pair of med kits there out of the vending machine. How about you? Do you have one?
I actually go very similar. Country Roads.
Oh
yeah.
Another classic.
Another classic. That's always a good one. The Pokemon theme song, talking about Pokemon Unite.
Yeah, there you go. That is a good one. I don't think I've ever heard someone karaoke sing that, but it is a quality.
It's a quality one, and you want to come up with some of those, unexpected plays.
Mystic Gamer just says he signed up for a caster.
There we go. Mystic says can't keep up with this. That's the same reason why I don't play these tournaments.
There's just a lot of good competitors out there, but it
so
has
many
been
good
fun.
competitors.
We've seen some real talent out here so far today as Zythro takes out Baby Carrots there, and Alex taken out by Quadradito.
Oh, Quadradito actually might have wanted a little bit of revenge. I don't remember who took him out last time, if it was Alex or not, but Quadradito definitely nice first elim to start off this round as we get Mathra coming in with an inflatable right over with one person right above him. This is going to be interesting. And there's just no way you don't hear those audio cues.
Oh yeah, someone knows that they are in the same company here. It looks like we got 3 or 4 players that all decided this was the area.
This is the spot to go to.
Oh, and Mystic ran into Baby
No!
Displays. That's what happened.
Mystic was too busy. Yeah.
Mystic was too busy emoting there as Chris had taken out by Dev is Tiny. And now
there we
fight.
go. This is gonna be it right here as we got Zenz coming in for Mapra.
Yeah, Mapra
Ooh.
getting pushed heavy right now.
Had a little bit of a peek on her feet. Gonna go ahead and chase Mapra. Go over that ego challenge maybe. Gonna go break this wall, get that piece control, and Zenz over here might be rotating out. No. Nice. Interesting, they're both breaking down the same wall here.
Who is going to be able
Let's
to get
see
control?
what happens.
It looks like Zenz was able to get that top control on it.
Down.
Both
Oh,
players
they're
get the piece,
right
though.
next to each other. Mapra sitting at 91 health. Zenz similar health actually. Gonna go ahead and pop that small shield here.
That
Now
small shield could be the difference.
it is
trying
Zenz
to run away.
trying to get some cover. Super low on health. Gonna go ahead and drive out of there. Doesn't want any of that smoke. And Mapra maybe gonna chase.
Yeah, Mapra going for the chase.
Yeah, I
here.
would
Knows
say
that
I would
Zen's on
maybe
the rope.
chase here too as well. Zen's got super low on health, literally dropping down. Look at him. Look at him dropping down. Zen's over here just trying to outrun, just knows if they can keep going away, if they can keep driving away, then they're not going to have any trouble.
Oh, he gets
Whoa,
in the car.
in the car.
He's
What
in
is
the car with
this?
him.
Going for the shots. What a move, Mapra. That was playing the game right there. I didn't even know that was what he was planning. I thought if you could keep driving away, then at some point you just can't chase him on foot. But Mapra, that's something you're gonna want to clip and put on your I don't know, your Instagram. There we go. Catches the pinata over here.
He gets the
But what a play! Dropping in on the passenger seat, peeks out the window, shoots the driver. First time I've seen that actually.
very brilliant right there. Now he's just going to take out this llama. He's got him built up into this pen, and now he's just going to harvest it for all the materials and armor.
Exactly, there we go. Nice work, Mapra. Definitely an entertaining beginning play as we go into our top 51.
He's going to cycle through here, finally pick up the potion that he wants to get back up to full health. And as we see baby displays now, we know that
Our
that one
number
elimination,
3,
that one elimination we know came off of
Mystic. Exactly. There we go. Here, baby displays getting 2 max mats. As we get a couple more units.
That player's starting to be a little more aggressive. He's got nerds getting down, taking out by the top of the
And you want to be aggressive here in the beginning, especially when everybody's so spread out. You're going to get a lot more predictable runs, right? And that's what you kind of want to maintain. If you have the skills, you want to be going for these predictable ones, because you don't want to be third-partied by people above you, getting a bunch of competition, dying from the storm rotation. It's just too much to think about.
Exactly, and instead, baby displays gonna just material up,
Get
build
the
up.
strong loadout, get to the mid game, and if they see somebody, go for that frag. Let's see here, 45. Just one more elim here as Nate takes out Remzi. Still very spread out, everybody. As
Almost gonna be the dead center final circle here.
Yep. So we take a look at his Sparta Max.
Jonas gets taken out in the feed there. We're down to 43 players.
Sparta Max. Nice tag.
Swaps out that tag for the pump. Probably a wise decision.
Are you a tag player or a pump player?
I'd say more the pump.
Really?
I like
you
that
got
higher
aim.
tag.
You got
Yeah.
good aim. Oh, I'm tag all day.
Spray frag.
Spray it is a little bit more pray and spray, but there we go. Here, 3 med kits. That'd be nice. Can't sit far out. Nice shields too.
Sparta Max a nice early game loadout here. Gonna want to upgrade those weapons eventually, but for now, gonna be happy with that.
So we take a look at the map here. Everybody's still spread out in that circle. Captures a nice half of the field.
Yeah, it really does. It's going to be a big one here as 6 in a fight right now with Scuba.
And Scuba coming in, putting the pressure on that wall here. 6 gonna go ahead and go back a little bit, gets the edit out, wants to shoot down this floor. Has a nice angle, but actually gets tagged, 80 health. and gonna be super low on health. Might be looking for...
Scuba able to turn that fight around.
Scuba actually never was sweating. Had 6 on the back foot. Sent him to the river Styx, if you know what I'm saying there.
Nice one.
Scuba here, nice pick there. I think the move would have been to hunker up, try to get some shield potions, but I think just got outclassed here by Scuba.
Now Scuba to the victor goes the spoils.
In the inflatable, rolling around, does see Delta here. Maybe might go for it. Wow, just drops in.
A good drop. Delta did not see that coming.
At all, but Delta still back on full health. No shield though. Scuba definitely has a bit of the health advantage. Is gonna go ahead and chase and see if they're gonna be able to get another point in. Delta building up. Scuba chasing slowly. Nice little side jump here, gonna continue building up. Let's see what happens here, and now takes that height advantage as there's one more person here.
This displays takes out Nitro in the feed, you see.
Yes, I do. There's 2 people there. Scuba decides, you know what, with 3 people there, I don't want it. If it's a one-on-one, maybe, but if it's a one-on-one, then let me just rotate out. Bach Dog also getting out of there. And Scuba surfing on the hoverboard, trying to find a new place, dodging some of these bullets from Mathra.
Mathra there.
Mathra.
Manages to get a couple clips on. Nothing too major though.
Nothing too major, nothing to sweat about. And for those, it's just, you know, you kind of shoot, you try to hope that they run into your bullets, and maybe you get opportunistic and get a quick frag as Sambola gets picked off.
Especially you never know when they're fleeing a fight how little health they have left.
Exactly, right? You might be on the last legs, you can scratch a toenail and get them out. Scuba here with the inflatable, and now gets hit by a couple of these parasite chickens, I believe, right?
Yeah.
They're interesting. They give you a bit more speed with the movement, but then take a bit of your health off every so often.
Yeah, so it's a trade-off there of how you want to be able to do it. So they're going to come up on Quadradito, who did not see them.
Scuba, though, probably wants to take that off of her head, maybe, but no, going to play with a bit of a handicap. Gets the advantage of being able to move faster, but slow burn on the shield. Gets in, drops in, and takes that pick. Easy work, and then all of the loot as well with the second frag of the round.
And Quadradito just did not know what was happening there. Not a lot of field awareness when it came to where exactly.
Exactly. But had an opportunity to equalize there because they didn't get picked off right away, but just didn't happen to be able to play for it and got a little outclassed there as we go to 50 cal Hunt Dog here, trying to drop in, trying to get a quick pick on Paul World hunkering up. 50 cal Hunt Dog tries to do some damage on the structure, drops in, maybe that pump shotgun, that gun that you like.
Yeah, it's a very nice weapon to have. Like, already starting to get a little
No, Hunt Dog!
Hunt Dog gets turned.
There, look at Paul World giving that emote dance too.
Just a little too aggressive by Hunt Dog there. Not expecting Paul World to have that much control, but he was going into one of his builds. So
he edited it out. He edited out the window. I thought he had it, but Paul World just was able to answer back nicely.
Yeah, very well played by him, using that build advantage, build priority that he had.
And Paul World now with 2 picks already. That's going to be 2 points. Now we're in the top 36.
That is right, seeing, again, a little bit more aggression here from some of these players now as they see that they have to do to move up the leaderboard.
Exactly. You want to get some of that aggression early on. Once again, makes those kills, makes those points so much more predictable and so much less dependent on outside factors as everybody's slowly moving into this next circle, which is still pretty central.
That is right where it's going to be, going up onto Weeping Woods here. And we'll have to see which way it wants to move out towards the end. Going to be a good question about how this final fight's going to shake out.
For sure. As Perzy over here probably wants to pop a couple of those shields, get to max health, never know what's going to happen here. And we're going to take a look at A couple people gets picked super low on health.
And if you're Percy, you had full materials. You could afford to build something to give yourself cover.
Why are you hiding behind a tree, right? Like, why are you hiding behind a tree and just... Now you're running a little bit... Oh, no, now you're getting chased after, too. Only 33 health, no med kits. Gonna need to pop those... Not a tiny shield potion, maybe.
Probably gonna have to use this jump pad and try and get out of here.
That might be the move. I don't want none of this smoke right now as he's getting tagged through the walls. I'm gonna use that inflatable to rotate a little bit quicker. Get out of there.
Yeah, that inflatable will help rotation in, but
hard to control. This is the thing. And slowly actually gonna be rotating over to Sakurajima. Sakurajima also lied out in the open as IGL Percy tries to find something to heal himself back up to full health. Gonna be a good idea to pop that big shield potion. Low on health. Can get picked quite easy. Not gonna want to take too many engagements right now.
No, might be able to use that vending machine for a med kit, but opts not to try instead as Scuba now gets taken out by
still
Fruit.
Getting tagged out in the open. Percy in trouble. Might get picked off here as I believe that's Raids or something that's chasing after.
Yeah, Percy really getting pushed now and really going to be between a rock and a hard place.
And Percy here might look for just a counterattack to get this pressure off of him. Might be the time, but such low health, not on that health advantage, but can't equalize with just one nicely placed shot with that pump.
Yeah, that is right. That could even it right back up, but better at the long-range engagement.
No!
And that's going to do it as Frades finally completes the push.
Finally completes the push, gets the pick. Percy could have just built a nice little secure bunker house, but then was just in a tough spot ever since he got tagged behind that tree.
Yeah, that's just, sometimes that's what happens, and you really have to build up and build yourself some cover. You can't leave yourself open like that. You gotta have more awareness of your surroundings.
That's exactly it, especially on these victory royales, these games where there's everybody coming at you.
His aim assist, our reigning champ from that last game, gets on the feed there.
With this, it might be the first pick. Let's take a look at 50 cal Tiny. Nice placement right in the center of the zone here. Looking for some stormtroopers that maybe pick off and keeping some awareness of where everybody else is.
Yeah, that's very important to do. Keep an eye on what's going on around you as Bakdog gets another one on the rolling Gene. We're down to 31 players now.
31 players, top 25. Let's see who are the last 6. You do not want to be the placement bubble boy. Getting knocked out 26th place.
No one wants to be the bubble boy.
Nobody wants to be the bubble boy. Here we go, 50 cal trying to rain down some damage on Paul World. Closes it back up before they can get some return fire. And Paul World, no problems. Didn't take any damage from that at all. Just a little bit of structural damages. This storm is about to move in the next minute and 30 seconds. A couple people there already in the storm circle, but you're going to see some nice rotation of people down there on the bottom right. Maybe some engagements as they go ahead and rotate.
Yeah, that bottom right, they guessed wrong when it comes to where the circle's gonna be. They're gonna have to rotate.
And User here getting a little bit shaken up. Has a lot of mats here in the corner. Might go back to gonna slowly move their things across. Look at this.
That is a brilliant thing to do because you know that this side is out of the circle and the next side is in it.
That's true. Exactly. Look at it. User. It's like a moving company right here. Slowly bringing things across and keeping that loot box stocked with a bunch of shields. I think even a little mats over there.
And look at that loadout just perfectly set up. Got the AR, got the shotgun, got your inflatable for movement, and then you've got big shields and little shields.
And little shields, moving everything across. That's a great play here. Ooh, User here trying to get a peek out. Seeing rock down this tree. Getting more mats right around, right on the ground. Easy to pick up. I'm gonna slowly move things across again. Let's see how they play it out. peek. Everybody's around them. 29 players left. 4 more.
And you can see here we've got Dangles one elimination already.
A
Not
top
the
10
best
player.
weapon, but yeah, Dangles one of our top 10 here so far, and we're down to 29 players. 4 more.
Everybody gonna probably play it slow here, and even though Javen's right next to Dangles, you're not really looking to push this.
No, not at all right now, as we see Baby Displays grab another one in the elimination feed. No one really wants to be pushing right now. If you get caught in a fight, it's definitely not by your choice, because 3 players left. That's all it is before we are in placements again.
Solify, interesting rotation. That's a little bit of a risky move, but it has to do it as that Storm is going to move over and getting a little bit of lobby focus, especially considering everybody, how far the Solify is going to have to rotate here.
Yeah, that's going to be very difficult.
Be very difficult for them to survive. 46 health, no shields. I mean, no
big
more.
shields. And
there you go. As I was saying, no big shields, no health.
And Boulder just
and
takes
the
advantage.
Storm
finishes
closing
the
in. And that Storm closing in. You gotta make that rotation fast, and Solify just gets picked off by Boulder.
Think for Boulder to watch here though, no shotgun, opting to go instead with the bolt action sniper.
Interesting play, but you're really gonna have to rotate here, Boulder.
And there it is. Picks up the shotgun instead. Now
That's a smart choice.
Around.
Maybe might use a launch pad here to try to make a quicker rotation. Oh no, gets into a car, and it gets into one of those I think saucers.
Well, right now we aren't watching any one of these players.
Oh,
We're watching
okay.
the
I was
free
about
cam
to
here.
say. I was like, did he just get into it? I didn't even know they had those right now.
Yeah, no, this is definitely him getting
Yeah, little hand cam here, ladies and gentlemen, as we go ahead and take a look at the apartment buildings being built.
trying to get into those. Oh, and there we go. We see Fruit getting hit right here, right by Dangles.
And Trovo gonna go ahead and try to do that damage on 50 cal. Fruit 50 cal. All that. Try to get this pick. Maybe Dangles has an opportunity to do it. Trovo still going for that shot. How Dangles. 50 cal Fruit gonna go ahead and build back up. Everybody building very closely together. Now there's plenty of neighbors to think about and worry about. Boulder over here. Literally the edge of the storm.
Yeah, Boulder's right on the edge there, but he's in a decent position. He's going to be able to pull back over. He's on the friendlier side of the circle.
Exactly, and the Storm is going to be moving very shortly. There are going to be a lot of rotations, and as this rotation happens, 2 more elims is all it's going to take for you to get those placement points. I would probably rotate a little bit slower, maybe, if you got a lot.
Wants to be the first one in. He's already moving.
He's already moving off to Dog there, gets that move over 2, and 1 more elim, and we will be into the placement points. If you got the med kits, you can rotate a little bit slower. You can see they're dropping in right next to each other. Octodog gonna go ahead and build ASAP so that they're not gonna be able to get any damage and slowly building across as that Storm is moving. And now, he's in the circle and should be in a safe position to try to find opportunistic frags.
Wow, look at just how many players. We're in the 6th circle,
and it's still
haven't hit placements.
Exactly, still 26 players. We were talking about the aggression, but once it gets to this point, you don't want to be getting into many fights because it's not predictable.
Now you have no choice.
Exactly.
So you were gonna be
50 cal has his neighbor right there, but gonna get picked off.
Tiny ends up taking down Fruit right there as they both just ended up right next to each other, taking time to maintain any sort of position up top as Dev is Tiny, meanwhile has a decent position here.
Might be able to pick off some people as they rotate here. He's gonna go ahead and do some damage to the people up top, but does get picked off.
Delta just hopped right into his build and
Said
says,
hello.
Thank you very much. Javen takes out Reconsider. We're down to 19 players right now. Nate takes out Lane.
numbers just keep dropping. Displays gets another.
You can see now this is definitely moving way quicker as that storm is tiny. Tiny, kind of like 50 cal tiny, gives that quick of rates. Nothing here, looking over, seeing where everybody is, and trying to stay within this storm.
A lot of players are about to get picked off here as the storm starts moving in and everybody is out of their cover.
And this is just one of those positions where, like, I get to the point, if I was in this position,
Paul World got clipped by the edge there and wasn't able to finish pushing that up. Bergnuity got very lucky.
Bergnuity got very lucky. Paul World might have had that opportunity to get that big, couldn't do it. Paul World building across, gonna go ahead and drop in on a couple of people here, maybe 50 cal right across from him.
Paul World had to go through the storm, took a lot of damage there, and now he's not gonna have the luxury to navigate the effects.
Exactly.
To get that
some
health
med
back
kit
up.
or something. In the storm, might get picked off by the storm, actually.
Taken out by Koichi. Boulder takes out Tate. We're down to 12 as we see Dangles here. Displays gets another one. Displays a bad game too. Really following up with a strong game 3 as Tiny grabs one on Nate.
And there's one to the next, right of you, Dangles. Gotta be careful here.
We have 10 more players.
Baby Displays still in it.
Paul World manages to get the drop on Goshi.
Paul World's gonna need that health back though. Bazookas, that's gonna be keeping him alive. Gotta use those though. 32 health, take that small shield potion. Gonna need that bazooka to keep that health up as the company. This is gonna be trouble now. He's gonna get taken out by the storm probably.
No, he managed
2
to survive. 2 health hanging on by a thread.
Somebody tapped him on the shoulder. He died. Boulder gets sent out.
Blaze finally gets the station onto Paul. 6 players left here. Optidog is one of them. 2 healers on the play. Aim assist takes out 50
Aim assist still
and
in
gets
here.
Optidog.
Oh man, this is gonna be an interesting one if it's gonna be Aim assist and Baby Displays. Baby Displays gets out. Aim assist and Baby Displays. These are our top 1 and 2.
Wow, look at everybody is now in
the storm. The storm is literally so small. It's gonna be Opdog.
And Bokdog gets taken out by the storm. Optidog gets aim assist with the storm damage, and so Optidog is going to win the round.
That storm was literally the size of a pin there, and then just everybody in the storm. And that was just depending on how much health you had and what kind of loadout you had to try to bring your health back up to the top.
That was just, exactly, it became a heal off at the end there. Everyone stuck in the storm, taking that storm damage. I'm not even entirely sure who won that in the end, because Optidog got a lot of elimination credits
but might not have actually taken it down.
He might not have been the final player alive.
Exactly.
He might just have been the one to damage.
And I think it might actually be Aim Assist that took it all down. We're going to go ahead and
we'll have to see that, but there was the play of the game there from
this, right, exactly. We are going to go into the highlights here, ladies and gentlemen. That drop in on the car, saying hello. That was a great one in Scuba here, getting that pick off.
Very well played by Scuba, and then we saw Hunt Dog here just getting a little bit too aggressive on Paul World.
Exactly.
Who ended up being one of our final players.
And gets the emote off too. 50 cal fruit on the top. Gets eliminated here, but had a good effort and had a good showing there.
Definitely did have a good showing, but what a final circle. The fights just keep getting better and better towards the end, and that round was absolutely wild.
That was absolutely wild. There was when Paul World was staying up with 2 health left and finally gets picked off, and just at the end there. Once again, yeah, everybody's been moving a little bit slower. Getting aggressive early on in the beginning, but then the mid-game's taking a lot longer for people to get into those placement points and then get to the final 5 and 10.
That is right. Now let's take a look at our standings, where players sit after Game 3. Baca joins the fray at 11th with 18 points. Fruit with 13. Matt Bro with 12. We got Prod J with 15. I have a feeling it's not one of our engineers, Jay.
No, you don't think so?
Something tells me that is not him. Boulder with 16. We've seen his name a lot. Dev, we've seen certainly plenty with 17 points. And let's go into our top 10 now and take a look. Displays and Nav tied with 31 points.
Wow.
Optimal right behind with 29. Tiny's got 26. Paul World's got 23. Then Dangles, Javen, and Drew all have 20. And then Delta and Tate with with 19.
Nice work.
You know, sometimes in some of these games you have players running away with it after a couple rounds. Not the case here. 3 rounds in, we have a tie at the top and another player just 2 points off. Anything can happen with 2 rounds to play.
And that was exactly it. You had the number 1 contender versus the number 1 in the first round versus the number 1 contender in the second round. Baby Displays and Aim Assist had a little gunfight there, and we're in the top 3 of that last round. So this is very, very tight. It's going to be interesting. Who do you got your eyes on? Who's your horse here?
I'm not sure. I think I might have to go with Baby Displays, but Aim Assist has been playing so well, I'm definitely not going to count him out. Guys, don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Round 4 coming up right after this. Stick around.
Are you streaming on Trovo yet? We're welcoming streamers to become part of our exciting and supportive community, no matter how big or small. It's easy to use, has fun features, and is especially great for mobile gaming. Streamers can receive subscriptions, gifts from fans, and many more cash rewards. New Trovers can earn up to $380. Just use referral code TrovoTitans. That's TROVOTITANS in the Creator Studio to become a Trovo streamer. It's time to level up and start streaming on Trovo.
We're rewarding our community with coveted Titan points in North America, Latin America, and Europe. Titan points can turn into cash at the end of the Trovo Titan series. You can earn Titan points 3 ways. Join our Discord and hang out with the community. Your engagement will earn you automatic points. Play in our free-to-play online tournaments. The more you play, the more points you earn. If you place well in the tournament, you'll get bonus points too. Be part of the fun and earn Titan points today. We'll see you on the leaderboards. Visit trovotitans.live/titanpoints for more info.
Looking to be the next great Trovo caster? Apply today for the Trovo Titans Community Caster Program. We're looking for dedicated Trovers who want to boost their following by casting some of our community tournaments right from your own channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into our Trovo Titans Fortnite tournament. I'm Tom, he's Chris, and we have all of the action for you. It's really been heating up, Chris. 2 rounds left to play, and we have a tie at the top of the leaderboard.
Got a tie at the top, and we got some amazingly close finishes there at the end. You saw the last round just finished basically based on health and who could survive the storm.
That's right. It was a heel off at the end as everybody, all 3 players were just stuck in the storm with nothing, with no circle left to be saved.
No circle left to be saving at all, and actually you could see the circle slowly shrinking down on Octodog, I believe, which got picked off right before, I believe it was aim assist. So still though, 2 games left, and you gotta have some dominant showings if you want to stay on the top of that leaderboard.
That is right, and let's take a look again in at that leaderboard right now, starting with our 11 through 20 players. Baka, yet another local name, doing well to shoot back up into the money positions here. Remember, top 15 gonna pay out on today's event, so these placements especially are gonna get important here because we've got 12 points, 13 points, 14 points just outside of the top here, and then you have Jay kicking us off. He's the one that's currently in the money, but he's only 1 point away from being out of that. So a couple good games here from Jay, Boulder, and Nate would really do well to push them up the board right now.
To the top 10, exactly.
And moving into that top 10 as we see Displays, Nav, and Optimal. Your 3 leaders in the clubhouse right now. Displays and Nav tied at the top, Optimal right behind, and Tiny not far away at all, just 3 points away from them and 5 points away from the lead.
Paul World with a nice showing, but Drew, Dangles, and Javen all sitting there at the top. Go ahead and jump now off of the battle bus into round 4. Trovo Titans Fortnite tournament. We're gonna go ahead and follow What's My Name 3 as they go ahead and drop in.
What's My Name will try to get us to remember their name with a good showing here in this one as we see Paul World, one of our top 5 competitors, dropping in off in the distance.
Paul World doing a good job. Let's see if they're going to be able to repeat that performance or even be even more dominant this round and get to the top 3 position. What's My Name already getting shot a little bit from the corner. Slowly dodging.
Yeah, wow, that would be unfortunate being a player. You don't even get to drop in.
You don't even get to drop in and you get picked out, but had a little bit of damage, but not going to be anything too intense as they get a gun with 7 bullets and a med kit and a couple small shields.
Yeah, this is a sniper rifle and a dream here right
Sniper rifle, 7 bullets and 1 dream.
Gonna pop that med kit, get back up to full health at least, and then maybe grab some of those
small shields. Exactly. That's pretty spread out right now. Gonna be interesting to see where these circle storms go as we go over to Nerdtron. Love the axe here.
Nerdtron gonna have full shield if he uses it, but needs to get that up. He needs to actually go and spend the time to take it first, trying to loot beforehand. Gonna hope that he doesn't run into
see some small shields too, if you can, to then kick one of those big shields. But gonna have enough guns to survive an early gunfight here.
Yeah, has the guns to certainly survive. You might want to take those small shields now.
Just why not?
A big shield, I see.
Exactly, why not? Just take those shields, play it safe, and you can see a gunfight over there in the corner. Zens and Dangles. Dangles, I believe, getting the first pick of the day on Zens. And that was a nice elim right here. Nerdtron seeing if they're able to get a little bit of an Oriole kill here on whoever was the one remaining.
Looked like Dangles was the one who got that.
Yeah,
as Devis
Dangles
Tiny grabs one, and Nerdtron's gonna spend some mats there to grab a better shotgun,
which is gonna be crucial here, especially because the shotty is the gun of the game.
That is very true. Meta right now, very AR shotgun dependent. That's what you see a lot of these players, especially towards the end of the game. That's what they're going to have. They're going to roll with an AR for distance, a shotgun for close range, and then they'll have healing items and maybe a
transport item. Is we're going to go over to Baby Displays. Baby Displays was actually getting a little bit of points off, a little bit of health damage. Eagle Dev going to go ahead and get picked, though. Eagle Dev had a bit of a drop, but wasn't able to contain and manage that health advantage And Baby Displays picking up one of these parasites to get a little bit of them.
Players do not like that heavy assault rifle.
What are your feelings on it?
I'm not honestly too sure. Like I said, I haven't really played the game with that in it. So, but I can only assume that it's recoil and damage
There's a reason why people you know
Yeah.
don't want it. So
It makes sense. It's just not one of those guns that you're actually going to want to go after, and they'll instead opt for a green AR.
yeah, this is
over it.
interesting. Baby Displays with the parasite has plenty of health, so can take a little bit of that health damage. It definitely gives a little bit of a. Definitely lets you move around faster, get more mats, do it a bit quicker.
And that parasite will only take off up to 75 from you.
Oh, nice. So that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. Does see one in the corner here, though. As we get another quick place by Scuba.
I mean, displays, you are right there fighting at the top as Fruit grabs one. You need as many of these eliminations as you can possibly get, so almost every fight you're going to want to be pushing.
You're going to want to be pushing for sure, but...
A couple big potions here. One going to take that immediately, get up to almost
100.
full.
Yeah. You're going to want to take these, but obviously take them when it makes sense, right?
Exactly. It takes 5 seconds. That can be a lot of time, but right there for Baby, definitely making sense now.
Perpetuity getting shot. Gotta tuck a couple shotgun shells to the legs here. You want to take one of these small shots. Everybody gets a chance, but as you're saying, needs to fight. And now Perpetuity gets deleted.
And I just don't think Bergnuity even knew where Ramsey was on any of this.
I couldn't find him. I think you're right. Like, just had an idea he was in that general direction, but Ramsey just dominant with that play, gets that pick, and also all the loot that comes with it. 2 of the Victor Golden spoils. Ramsey can go ahead and get some more math to get to that 150 loadout that they're going to be needing for this mission.
That it is going to be very important to get as many mats, stock up as much as possible right here, because that's what's going to make a major difference in that mid game when you need all of those building items, especially for the end.
Exactly. There we go. There's the first circle here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be moving over to the southeast corner of the map. Still plenty of time, though. And still very early on in the beginning of the game. Broccoli here.
Yeah, we're going to be following Uncle Broccoli
Uncle
on this
Broccoli. You can tell that they eat their veg. Broccoli over here. Jumping around, getting some more mats. Got a full loadout. Might be able to pick off this one person in the corner. Taking a peek. Does see user, maybe. And one person on the zip line. Dev is tiny in a precarious position, but now
Yeah, Uncle Broccoli gonna try and take some big pot shots here. They're gonna work.
Oh no, that was a nice return fire.
Oh
Broccoli.
wow!
Broccoli shot 5 times. Devis time only shot once, but took Broccoli's full shield out.
Oh man, that's how you answer. You're like, are you sure? This is what you want to do.
I just needed one shot to answer back. Broccoli didn't want none of that smoke.
And now Dev is the one that is trying to fight back now.
Exactly. Dev might actually take that zip line back to go get some.
Now Dev is moving on.
No, yeah, I don't think you gotta be smart about these. But Broccoli's still lurking all the way in the corner and doesn't realize there's nobody there.
Oh, that was such a filthy shot there.
That was a nice shot. Just a one shot straight to the head. All the shield back on white, and Broccoli had to hunker up.
And Jonas even said, "Nasty snipe."
Nasty snipe. Crazy man here gonna be jumping in over here on one other player maybe. Got an inflatable, some shields. As we take our time into the top 41 players.
That is right now as we start slowing down. Reconsider
getting tagged.
He's not going to be slowing down for him as he's going to have to run away now. But Crazy Man not deciding to follow the fight. Crazy
Man, there is one behind you in the car. Pops out. There's going to be a build fight here, ladies and gentlemen. As Crazy Man quickly takes that top dominance.
topside, but Scuba gets a
But
decent
Scuba
lead.
gets a nice shotgun.
Well, Scuba it looked like was gonna, but it looks like Scuba's doing some damage there. Scuba missed.
Yeah, a little bit crazy. There we
There
go.
it is.
Scuba finishes it off. No sweat if you missed the first shot. There's still shot 3s, 4s, and 5s for me to go ahead and take you out. Scuba there with 2 elims now. A lot of loot to pick up.
Yep, a lot of loot indeed. Plenty of potions for healing. And look at that. Scuba's feeling good with 2 eliminations.
Scuba is feeling good, and that was an interesting opportunity for them just to get another point.
Oh, Jonas
out.
says the parasite took the damage for the first shot. That makes
Oh,
sense.
okay.
Another reason to have that.
That
so if
parasite
you get hit with
on.
a headshot, it's basically a free headshot.
Exactly. Paul World though dropping in maybe. Jonas over here giving us the tips. Jonas must have been already knocked out then.
Yeah, Jonas must have taken an early exit.
Early
here.
exit. Oh, what? There was a. What happened there? Just.
Quadratito just showed
Yeah,
up.
Quadratito just walked around the corner and said hello.
Meanwhile, Dangles and Scuba in a fight right now. Paul World gets the better of Quadratito in that
Oh, Paul World, one of our top contenders as well. Scuba here going for Dangles. Dangles is a strong player here, so Scuba has to be a little careful, but has the health advantage right now. Dangles trying maybe to take some health potions. I'm not sure what it is. There's the edit out. There's the kill. And nice work by Scuba. 3rd pick of this round, and gotta be feeling good about that one.
one. And sees Tate in the distance, not opting to go straight for him, instead picking up some extra loot. But just a really great play by Scuba there to keep pushing the entire time through.
Knew they had Dangles on the last legs, and Scuba just decided to pick it off and finish it off. Had a nice piece control there, ended it out, and just had that opportunity. Had the first drop on Dangles. Now coming over to Devis Tiny. Ooh.
Jonas
some
saying he
damage.
died off of the spawn. He's an Eastern
He
player.
died off the spawn. Is that the low ping? Are we blaming it on the ping here?
He's blaming it on the ping, but he'll be here for the East Coast turning.
Got it. Scuba here might be able to pick one off as Nate is gonna get tagged a little bit, but down onto White, low on health, 50 health less. Gonna
Nate's
be the
got
one.
barely anything.
Is Nate still alive, or did he get picked off right there?
Nate's still alive,
Nate's
just
dangling
barely.
by the skin of his teeth here.
This is a 3-way fight now.
Everybody's chasing Nate right now.
Everybody's just
Everybody
trying to
wants
get that
Nate.
piece.
Nate, get out of there. Nate, survive. You can do
Scuba
it.
now gets hit very hard. Scuba gets hit
Scuba
twice.
gotta be held. Oh
3
no.
times. Scuba is down.
Scuba is out. Devastating.
There's
Takes
a
advantage of
fourth
that.
party.
That's the problem. You cannot. You gotta be, like I said, pick your fights carefully and don't go too aggressive for that one kill. Even if they're on the last legs, there's so many people chasing after you. You might just get third-partied, and Devis Tiny just comes from behind, sees the opportunity, and 2 nicely placed shotgun shells took out Scuba, who was having a pretty good round to begin with.
Yeah, Scuba was doing pretty well up until that point, and then all of a sudden, just the 4th party comes in,
Exactly.
and Scuba looked like he was starting to go on a tear.
Humble, Vlad. We killed each other at the same time. Yeah, I know. Scuba was doing great there. Basically had Nate at 10 HP.
And there you go. You see it in the kill
After.
feed coming in. Humble Vlad and
Humble Vlad and
Maverick
Maverick
trade.
trading kills.
Oh! Almost a great
Almost
snipe.
a headshot there. I wasn't paying
Almost.
attention here.
Man, do you ever play Warzone and do one of those?
Yeah, headshot as they're driving.
That is a satisfying feeling.
Humble Vlad. No. All right, Remzi. Let's see what we got here. 1 pick so far. Gonna be entering a space where Paul World is on the side. Gotta be.
Sakurajima takes out aim assist. That's one of our top players.
That was
down.
one of our top players. Aim Assist is gonna have a little bit of trouble staying on the top if Baby Displays is a strong display this round. Javen, though, also one of our top 10 players, also one to look out for. Let's see if they're gonna be able to pick off Victor Royale as Ramsey over here brings the car over, tries to get up this hill. Obviously not gonna make it. Now does. It slowly moves away from the storm circle. Interesting choice, to be honest. Maybe.
Interesting choice, but trying to go after Percy
I
here.
think so, but like, why are you being so aggressive? Gotta tone it down on the aggro pills here. Like, why?
I disagree. I mean, you know what points you have to get. This is what you have to go after right now.
I guess so, but you're gonna be stuck in the storm.
Oh, what's Percy doing?
Percy's all the way on the ground. Ramsey gonna go ahead and drop in right next to him. Try to go for this pick.
Percy trying to heal up, being pushed too hard.
Ramsey going for the Eagle challenge. Gonna go ahead and break down this wall, edit it over. And Ramsey in trouble, but now they're in the storm, ladies and gentlemen, so there's a little bit of time pressure to make this happen.
Yeah, this is not a fight that you can afford to have both.
Exactly. It's
Ramsey is just trying to push,
Oh!
trying to get the space.
Gets the
down
stairs,
Percy
nice!
And finally does it.
Any help here? Doesn't look like it.
No healing items, but a
No
good
healing
amount of loot,
items.
and Ramsey's not going to even need it.
Exactly.
Now using the inflatable to get out of here.
So again, turns out it was a decent pick to drive away from the circle, try to tag one of the people as they're rotating in, and when it's a one-on-one, you don't expect many people to be hanging around over there. So you do get the opportunity to get one of those predictable fights that you're saying. Bach Dog over here, another strong player, gonna go ahead and pick up some of these. No, it doesn't need it actually.
I want to pick up big potions just to cap out. If you don't want to hold it, you might as well not waste it.
Yeah, you gotta...
Meanwhile, Ramsey going to be the rich getting richer right now. Ramsey just dropping that.
Supply crate down.
Look to see what is inside of it. And there you go. That's going to be a gold shotgun.
And let's see if Ramsey's gonna be able to take advantage of it. You get a nice gun, you want to be able to use it. Here's Qualifier right out in the open, and Ramsey's gonna go for that close quarters combat, especially with that nice shotgun. And get that edit across Qualifier. He's gonna have to run away here. Qualifier's running, taking his time. Oh, there's an edit here. Jumping right next to each other, and Ramsey just with that pick. And takes another point to cap it out at 3 kills, gets back in the car, and looks for the next unsuspecting victim.
Just rough there for Solify. Having a rough time of it. We've seen him get eliminated in a couple different ways now. And Ramsey is going to be under fire, but he's going to take the time to grab whatever was in that crate.
Still on full health, still got lots of shields, but of course that shotgun is going to be crucial in some of these upcoming close fights, and already 27 players left, 2 away from the points bubble as we go ahead and move into Storm 4.
Here we go, Debbie, as Tiny takes out Javen. We are
And now we're in the top 25. That's quick. Still plenty. Last time it took like Storm 5 or 6.
Yeah. Players are playing a lot more aggressively in their own here. Ramsey absolutely teased right off the top, has to hold back up and reload.
Ramsey actually had a nice drop here on Chief, but wasn't able to finish. We're probably going to go ahead and chase very shortly after, but you can see Chief does get a couple kills in. Ramsey trying to find where they are, doing some damage on some walls, but doesn't realize that Chief's already rotated out.
Yeah, Chief wisely trying to leave this fight.
Found him. Ramsey has found Chief. Ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be another box fight here as we get Ramsey's edit out. Nice timing here by Chief. Gets the shot on Ramsey. Ramsey's going to have to pull back and heal.
Yeah, Ramsey has to heal back up once again. So I should say the big potion will help out. Still going to have one of those and so you have one more full shield for Ramsey.
Ramsey tries to go ahead and engage Chief one more time. Looking for this extra point. They run and add, and Chief right there, super low on health, does get deleted, I believe, here.
But Drew gets the elimination.
Yeah, Kasame Drew gets the kill steal. Ramsey is not feeling good about that one, especially when they put in all the work. That's the thing about group projects. That's the thing about group projects.
The problem is you're not even at least getting the credit for it.
Exactly.
Just getting vultured there.
You're getting absolutely vultured combat here in some of his own combat. As we're gonna be moving in to this next circle, and Kasame Drew with that first kill and the first point. Nice little kill steal.
Hey, you gotta get him any way you can as we see Delta here. The Delta variant. And look who it is! Look who it
Broccoli.
is! No! Before him!
Was it
Mystic had it! Mystic has an Elim!
Mystic has an Elim and 3 placement
There we
points.
go.
Let's go, Mystic. We're proud of you. And we're going over to a user who's just in the corner of the storm. Literally on the edge. Needs to build over a little bit. And then a user
Dev
over
eventually does take out Mystic there, but
Mystic,
hey,
though, hey.
4 points on the board.
Yes,
Good work,
sir.
Mystic.
I'm
We're
so
proud of you
of
too.
myself. I am Devin's trying to get a pick on Remzy. Remzy's gonna go ahead and get out of there. Devin's Tiny also in the storm. Sticking in there though, if they just move over to the lots of
Blaze
loot
takes out
here.
Combat.
Oh, Display still in it. Aim assist is gonna have a difficult time staying on top if Displays is able to have a strong showing here. Reconsider peeking out, maybe can take Uncle Broccoli. Uncle Broccoli, who's got a very dominant position right on top of the roof of the building. They're the highest one, doesn't have to worry about anybody above them as well. Reconsider trying to peek out to see what magic they can deal out with some of this. No frags yet, but 3 points for
Placement points up, and that's how some people are going to play, and it could get you into the money. Remember, it's going to pay out here as Mystery gets taken out by Alex there.
20 left, ladies and gentlemen. They're not going to be too much rotation as this next circle is literally closing up. And now we see where the next circle after that is. You're going to see a lot of rotations. And we're going to get probably very close to our top 10.
Baby Displays here, very close to Paul World. That is 2 of our bigger competitors.
And Baby Displays are top player right now. Number 1, 2 elims. If they can get a nice finish, they're going to be able to cement their spot maybe on the top. Reconsider though, taking their time, probably going to start moving now.
Gary is trying to use as much cover as possible. Start to move with the circle.
As you can see, everybody's slowly rotating across as the storm moves. You can see builds coming up in dominant positions being lost, as obviously you're going to be this fire that you were able to take advantage of before.
That is right, everything's moving up here.
They reconsider staying there on the bottom, slowly making their way over. 87 mats, still plenty of mats to take advantage of. And you 19 players left.
Going on to Zachary. Things are about to eat up a here, Chris.
Let's take a look.
Oh, Paul World taken out by Tiny.
Dang, Dev is Tiny though in a nice position up top here. He's gonna maybe able to take one person off. Gok Dog does hunker up for an emergency bunker because they were taking some heavy fire from Dev is Tiny. And Dev is Tiny over here looking to see if they're gonna be able to take advantage of any of these people on the rotate. Lots of sprays, but not able to take any damage on anybody, but I guess it's the thought that counts. There's 50 cal Tiny over here in the edge of the storm.
50 cal time with the next circle.
Does see one person right above, right to the side. 16 players left, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get to the top 10 very shortly. Gets the build, gets the edit, gets that up and slowly moving over 2 in that corner over here. 50 cal. Looking for it. Sees one, Mingmon!
Oh,
Mingmon was in the water swimming, just trying to get over there.
Thought he was gonna
He
be
thought he was
crafty.
sneaky, and Fruit just said, nah, man. Have a taste of my shotgun.
Top dog came out here and straight out for him.
Exactly. That's a nice dude to take advantage of his skills here. And they're gonna go ahead gonna go really low on health. Does get the lead here. Not sure why.
Not expect that. Get this. Everyone is just dropping now.
Everybody-
We're down to 6 players left here. And Mark takes out Allie.
Howdy.
In
The last
trouble.
20 health isn't gonna be able to survive this.
As Fan Art gets another one, we are down to top
Exactly.
5. Frades has one trying to get Baby Displays
Nice
and
pick,
does.
does get it. Frades dominant position here. Can easily take out Fan Art. Fan Art gets
Gets him too.
damaged by the storm as well. Frades still in the top. And now it's going to be a one-on-one-on-one. Maybe can take Devis Tiny out, but running out of mass. 24 mass left. Still going to be enough though. Gets Black Dog, and this is where you want to be, Frades. This is where Frades is in a great position. Has that opportunity to take
Frades has
Devis Tiny out.
everything, and
Oh!
he does.
That's the kind of clutch performance that you need when you have that kind of advantage.
Exactly, and Frades takes everything he needs to
He
off
gets
of that.
all the last 3-4 kills. That's an easy 4 points. Gets the Victory Royale, 10 points, and that's going to put them very nice and high up on that leaderboard.
Going to be feeling really, really good after that one.
That was exactly just where you want to be. Classic textbook. Take advantage of the high ground, rain the damage down, and then take the dub. Let's take a look at some of the highlights here. Baby Displays here. Gets that quick pick early on, and then puts on a little Parasite. And Scuba here with a nice pick before they got deleted here.
Yeah, Scuba did a great job pushing Dangles.
And then Remzi over here, I believe, gets the pick as
Remzi takes out Percy
as
there.
Percy gets Harry Pottered in the cupboard under the stairs. Remzi, another pick. This was when Remzi was hot, and then just chases after Nate, and then gets fourth partied. 50 cal Fruit though taken down. The next player was just going for a leisurely swim. And Frades, once again, such a dominant performance right there at the end. Getting so many frags, getting so many kills, and obviously that Victory Royale.
Yep, great work there by Frades, especially towards the end. You have a chance to really snowball, really start grabbing a lot more of these, not just maybe poaching someone else's, but also being able to take advantage of all of the chaos. When you have that high ground,
You
you're
have
the one
so much
looking
visibility,
down.
right?
Exactly, and it's very hard for people to turn on you in turn, and that is what really, really does help you in those moments to try and get all of those late game kills.
And let's take a look, though. It's going to be interesting to see how the leaderboard shapes out. Baby Displays, though, good performance. Top 5 easily. Had a couple kills, so might still be able to hold on to that top 1 position.
I think Baby Displays will probably be up there, definitely, especially when you factor in that Aim Assist did not make it to placements. He was out very early. That's going to be a problem for him and going to put him in a deeper hole. I think this leaderboard, once it's all done and tallied up, we are going to see some changes at the top.
And that was game 4.
Yep, that is right. It's all going to come down. We have one more coming up after this. Do or die, winner take all final round.
And we're just glad, Mystic, you were able to get up there on the board.
That is right.
Mystic wants
on
to
the
see his
board.
limb again. I'm not sure if we have that for you, but yes, this is the last round, and that's going to be coming up, and you better leave it all out there.
That is very true. It is all going to come down to this. We're going to see a lot more aggression now because players are going to know exactly where they have to get to try and make it into the money. But we will see. We have one more round coming up for you guys right after this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Are you streaming on Trovo yet? We're welcoming streamers to become part of our exciting and supportive community, no matter how big or small. It's easy to use, has fun features, and is especially great for mobile gaming. Streamers can receive subscriptions, gifts from fans, and many more cash rewards. New Trovers can earn up to $380. Just use referral code TrovoTitans. That's TROVOTITANS in the Creator Studio to become a Trovo streamer. It's time to level up and start streaming on Trovo.
We're rewarding our community with coveted Titan points in North America, Latin America, and Europe. Titan points can turn into cash at the end of the Trovo Titan series. You can earn Titan points 3 ways. Join our Discord and hang out with the community. Your engagement will earn you automatic points. Play in our free-to-play online tournaments. The more you play, the more points you earn. If you place well in the tournament, you'll get bonus points too. Be part of the fun and earn Titan points today. We'll see you on the leaderboards. Visit trovotitans.live/titanpoints for more info.
Looking to be the next great Trovo caster? Apply today for the Trovo Titans Community Caster Program. We're looking for dedicated Trovers who want to boost their following by casting some of our community tournaments right from your own channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on into our Trovo Titans Fortnite tournament. I'm Tom, he's Chris, and we have one more round of action to get to before we crown our winner and see who is going to be going home with our whopping prizes, your share of $4,000. Chris, we've seen some exciting play so far through 4 rounds, and round 5 is going to be more of the same.
More of the same. We're going to see who's going to be able to take that $900 first place bag home, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be a nice finish for whoever is top, and it's going to be interesting to see how that leaderboard is shaped up in the last round, after this last round. Getting a new player on the top with that victory royale. A new player taking that victory royale.
That's right. Frade taking that victory royale there. He's going to be our 4th different player to take one in this tournament. But hey, all these players, they're going to be trying to pick up their share of cash, but even if you're not in that top 15, you still have a chance to get some cash through Trovo Titan points. Now, what are Trovo Titan points, Chris? Well, they are your way to earn extra money throughout the Trovo Titans program. It's a series, of course, and we crown our community champions using Titan points. Playing in tournaments, performing well, and being awesome in our Discord are a few ways that you can earn points. On August 31st, the leaderboard's going to close, and the top 10 players with the most points, they're going to get $1,500 to split. A new leaderboard going to go live on September 1st, so join in now, start earning points, and for more info, visit trovotitans.live.
And if you want to get that opportunity to win some of these Titan points, here are some fabulous upcoming events. We got Pokemon Unite coming up August 22nd with a $300 US prize pool. And of course, if you like Fortnite, you're watching the stream, you want some more action, we got Fortnite East Coast Qualifier 1 and 2, August 25th and 26th. Great opportunity to bag some cash, but also get more Titan points to work your way up that leaderboard.
That is right. Now, let's shift back over to this tournament because we are, of course, through 4 rounds. Let's take a look at where we stand. Who is in the money right now? We have Javen tied with Prod J and Alex with 20 points for that final in the money spot. Freyd's moving up next to that Victory Royale to 18th. He's going to have a chance to finish with some cash. Dangles and Tate right now with 22 points, and Delta proven to be the best variant with 24.
With 24, let's take a look at the top 10 though. Displays is going to be the most dominant player with 40 points, but Optimal close by on second place.
34 points for him. This is very much a live game here, and Tiny and Nav still could have something to say about it.
Still has the opportunity. Displays, if they get a quick elimination early on, it's going to be very similar to what happened with Nav last round.
Indeed, very similar, and we will have to see what could happen here. Displays, obviously with a Victory Royale, most likely going to take it, but hey, anything can happen. It is time for round 5. The battle bus is loaded, and we are headed off. One last drop.
One last drop, ladies and gentlemen, for the last opportunity. This is where you want to play your game, your best game, and show us what you got. You can see everybody trying to drop down to the place that they want to go, and a couple already loading in. Nerdtron's going to be the first one we're going to take a look at as Nerdtron drops down here.
That is right, Nerdtron, and we already have Alex taking out 6.
And that must be like a early on one where maybe even as you were dropping down gets picked off.
And that is the first pick of the game.
Nerdtron in one of these new alien-esque Spires, that's the word for it. 7 bullets in the sniper, maybe can get a pick off, probably not.
Optidog taken out early!
Oh, Humble Vlad also gets taken out. And that's gonna be tough for some of these players, especially when this is the last game.
Yeah, for Optidog losing out, they're gonna take out his chance at finishing on the top.
Is Nerdtron here in the corner of Pleasant Park. Paul World, though, in the top 6 player, top 5, top 6. If they can get a nice finish here, might be able to work his way in the top 3, and Scuba there all the way in the corner as well.
Paul, meanwhile here, as Jonas gets taken out by Matbra, and that is going to end his day, but he'll be back with us for the East Coast tournament on the 25th.
Exactly. We'll see how much of a difference that ping does have. When I used to play in Asia, I had a ping of like 350, and I was playing Valorant, and I was like, I was in like the very low level lobbies, you know, so it wasn't that big of a deal, to be honest. But definitely for these tournaments, you want to be playing with as low a ping as possible. All World here opens up quick chest, gets some nice things. Full shield, Nerdtron as well. Love his axe. That's like the 8th time I talked about it.
All World going to be in a nice position here, getting all of that loot inside of the cornfield and heading down into that little bunker there. He's going to be at full health and have some nice weapons.
That's exactly it. That ping difference, though, from East Coast to West Coast,
it does matter.
It does matter?
It matters a little bit because what comes down to it is
your ability to, like Jonas was saying in the chat, people can take your walls more easily because you're not quite playing on that same second.
Right, right. And especially with this, when it's such close quarters, right? And piece control is so important. And I can definitely see the piece being important. There's Humble Lead and Mystic Gaming. Both took an L, they say in the chat, but it's no sweat. You can come sweat it with us. In the caster's booth, as Nerdtron's gonna get fired. He gets tagged from above.
You think he regrets that snipe onto Fruit earlier?
Yeah, I think so. 50 cal Fruit just taking it down right on top. Just wrong place, wrong time for Nerdtron.
Yeah, Nerdtron just ran up against the wrong opponent here.
Exactly, and just 50 cal Fruit taking advantage of it. Gonna get in this car, gonna rotate up.
Yeah, not
central location of this car.
Yeah, not really making a big move there.
Yeah, not at all. I didn't think you needed the car for that one. Like when you take that Uber for 5 minutes from one building of the strip to the next, you know? Just from like hotel to hotel.
Not that needed to survive.
Exactly. 50 cal Fruit bringing the heat in, finds another place in the car. Not gonna need it. Might hit the vending machine.
Small potions there.
Let's take a look at Devour though, in a little bit of a fight against Phrase, our winner of the Victory Royale last round. Devour getting shot down, his walls are coming down here. Phrase has a bit of the high ground advantage. This is gonna be a little tough. Devour only 23 builds. Can't really go for much of a build fight here. Might just be the move to rotate, but let's see how Devour plays this one out. Only 21 builds left. As those walls drop, they're gonna be quite difficult for Devour. Devour though, a little bit in trouble. Has a bunch of water around them. Gonna need to figure out how to get over closer to the land, otherwise it's just gonna be tough.
That is right. He is really stuck out there right now. Doesn't have enough.
Devour,
doesn't have a lot
though,
of bills left.
Is gonna just ramp up here. That's gonna be easy to shoot through.
It's one method though.
Yeah, it's one method though, especially when you only have 20 builds. I'm not sure what happened with the right end of that fight though. 50 cal though. Taking that Uber once again to like 2 meters away.
Yeah, he's just trying to find his way. He's just trying to hold on to the car
as he's going to loot. I think that's the move, right? So you get that quick rotation. But it looks like Javen took Frades out.
Javen did get Frades there. Frazeman takes out Pernuity.
That's gonna help Evil or whoever it was we were watching just earlier. They were in a tight position, not gonna lie here. 50 cal though. Run up on Nate. Same takes out Evil to death. We're gonna load up on a little bit more brick. There's 40 players left in the final round. This is where everything happens. This is where the last round to gain points.
Oh, and there's Mystic off in the distance here because of he took an L. We'll see if this is how it happened.
That's exactly it. 50 cal still building up the mats, taking their time, taking their structure, going up, falling on the mats. We have baby carrots shooting at Remzi, looking for it, not doing any damage, and already shooting at just an empty crate. There's gonna be the first storm circle, ladies and gentlemen. Right here, Sweeping Woods is gonna be the center of it. To get 50 cal Fruit in the trusty old car.
Yeah, Fruit's really been dedicated to keeping this car with him as Alex takes out Hippo there.
And that's important, you know. Sometimes, you know, it's gonna be so important to help you like move around. It's nice to have, and sometimes you're looking for a car, you can't find it. That's the most. It's kind of like when you order an Uber, there's like a massive surge. There's no cars around. Exactly. Goshi over here, I don't even know where they are. They're in like a little cave.
Oh, and Zithro takes out Mystic. His day is done. But Mystic, we love you anyway. You're one of our favorites.
No sweat, Mystic. You always got another chance. Goshi gonna take a nice little chill. Might pop a little squat, put his legs up, watch some TV.
Yep, Goshi is just chilling here
Goshi
right
just
now.
chilling in the middle of nowhere. Not at all worried about doing anything. Oh man, maybe he was like finishing a snack.
Yeah,
That must have been what he was doing.
that's true. Players playing from home always have a chance. And there we see Baby Displays in a fight with Combat up in the corner there.
In Baby Displays, you do not want to get picked out early. You want to be able to maintain your position to the last few. Get those placement points. They're going to be the ones that are going to keep you on that leaderboard. Goshi here.
If Baby Displays gets taken out in this fight, that could really shake things up and open the door.
Exactly, open the door for a second place, third place finisher to take the lead here. We're going to be able to do a couple pot shots here on Crazeman in the car though. Not going to be able to do too much damage. Crazeman ditches the car. Going to go ahead and probably build up a nice little bunker to go ahead and keep Goshi getting in the car of their own.
What on earth? This is like a raised.
Yeah, it's like with crazy tires. Good for the all-terrain vehicle. Combat over here trying to do some damage on Zithro. Zithro's gonna have to build up, and Baby Displays all the way in the corner here. Gonna go ahead and build. Combat wants that smoke. Is gonna push Baby Displays. Baby Displays might be in a precarious position.
This is a wise time to be doing this, but oh, the third player coming in.
Oh no, there we go. They're right next to each other. The Combat does take Crazeman out. That was a nice play, and Baby Displays gets to take advantage of the distraction and is going to go ahead and rotate away a little bit.
Yeah, Baby Displays is going to try and run away here.
Might be the move as this.
Man, that is fortunate because Combat was really about to be in the
Combat
right
was
position
pushing in and had a nice loadout here. Look at the mats. We're going to go ahead and maintain a little bit of that height advantage. Going to drop right down on Zithro. Zithro's going to be in trouble now.
And Combat walks in and gets another one as Zithro was just looting up after that fight.
Yeah, Zithro. Tough for Zithro. Combat, really, really strong performance here with two really nice kills here. As Combat builds back across to maybe find somebody here in the corner, but not sure what they're doing here now. Just looking for a nice vantage point to jump off of and get over to Civilization, maybe to find a car to rotate over.
Yeah, around sloppily.
That's it. Out here. Go ahead and run into Nate. I think go ahead and fire some rockets over here though and do some serious damage on the structure. Nate's quite low on health. Displays could have just gotten one more shot off, maybe gotten a little splash damage, but running a little right up.
Combat gets another. Devour takes out Nate.
Combat absolutely dominating this round. Really strong performance here.
Trying to move up into those money positions.
Let's take a look here. Baby Displays is the person to watch. They're the leader right now. And they're going to be wanting to maintain their position at the top of the leaderboard.
Already back well into the circle. We're the second circle right down. Nothing to worry about just yet.
And already only 31 players left.
That is right. People are being much more aggressive here as we got to the later rounds. We said this was what would happen, but here in the last round especially, now players are saying, okay, I've just got to go for it.
I got to get these points.
As possible.
Especially if you're sitting right here on the 16th, 15th place, right? Like, you might want to get a couple more picks. Maybe you won't get all the way to placement, because once it gets to down 25, it's always a sweat. There's Dangles over here. Gonna take their time. Might get a quick edit out, try to get some information, see who's there. There's one in the corner. Combat does all the way out wide in the open, but Mapra and Dangles right here is gonna have a little build off and a little bit of a gunfight. Dangles gonna pick up a little bit more lumber, maybe get in this car and get a quick rotation, maybe closer to the center of the circle here. 5 players away from placement points. as we have Javen on the left and Dangles on the right.
Scuba manages to get another one off of one of the users. And we're down to 29. We're almost in placement point territory already here in the third circle.
In the third circle, ladies and gentlemen, on the soccer field, Dangles might kick a ball around, or might kick some heads in right here as Chia FWB might get shot in the face, but Dangles decides against it. He doesn't want to chase that. He's going to go ahead and do a little bit of this anti-grav and this anti-grav field.
And Devis Tiny gets taken out. Paul World eventually
Paul
wins
World
that fight
gets
with
that Chief, exactly. And Dangles far away.
Yeah, Dangle's just starting to move around.
Yeah. Well, that storm's coming in, though. And you're going the wrong direction, buddy. I don't know if you got a GPS. There we go. Now you're moving in the right direction. Looking out for people around, but nobody there. We're trying to find a quick pick, Dangles is.
I think he's just working on getting into positioning. That's what he's focusing on here. Knows there's only 2 players left before placement points anyway, so why
Exactly. Why
bothering?
rotate so quick? Take the time.
Those 2 players left at Holly Hatchery, though. Paul World is one of them, and they are really just waiting on it. As Mapro is hidden in the car.
Yeah, literally hidden in the car. Nobody, I don't think anybody knows they're there.
No one knows he's there. He's taking
Exactly,
advantage
he's
of
taking
this.
advantage. He's using that Propifier, pretending he's a car right here.
You're right.
Well, aim assist though over there in the corner, but Mapra being really sneaky. Aim assist right there. Maybe you can get a shot of. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Aim assist has no idea Mapra's right there.
None whatsoever.
Mapra, I don't know. There would have been an opportunity to take aim assist out if he popped out there, but they're gonna play it slow here. They're gonna play it slow.
What is Mapra even doing? How is
I'm
he
not
pulling this
really
off?
sure. I was expecting him to pop out. Like that was any opportunity. That was the opportunity. It's 50 cal fruit here in the attic.
We are 1 player away from elimination.
Oh, that's probably why.
Placement points now.
That's probably why. They probably just didn't want the 50-50 in case they weren't able to get that frag.
That is right.
And just trying to hold it off until 1 more player gets picked off. Let's see who is going to be the unlucky player that doesn't get any of these placement points.
Just waiting as everybody is finally in the circle, and now because everybody was so much more aggressive in the early game, everyone's a little bit more spread out here.
Exactly.
And this is when you see that more traditional mid game.
And you'll see 3 seconds left until this next storm, where it's going to be, and you can see people are going to have to start moving a little bit.
And aim assist just walking right by Matt.
And no, I don't understand it. No, Mapra, finally, there we go. Mapra, low on health, finally pops out the turret to start shooting people. But aim assist was not the one that was being targeted with it. And that was a poor play because aim assist was the one to take advantage of. You were shooting somebody very far out of the distance, and aim assist is right next to you.
Now we've fallen into placement point territory, and aim assist is now getting hammered. Loses all the way down to 7 shield. Has to pop back up.
Does have the potions to get back to 100 though.
Trying to look and see where it was that was hitting him.
I believe it was Mapra.
It could have been there as Combat takes out Remzi, and we are down to 24.
Combat, that must be the 4th frag of the day for them at least. His aim assist comes out from the back to see who to chase after. Mapra over here. I don't know if they're in the car anymore. I think they've rotated.
Yeah, Mapra's rotated out.
Definitely rotated out, but Amos is definitely going to take this opportunity to get back to close to max shields.
He'd rather save that big potion rather than burning it on 18
just
health.
18 health, right? Storm shrinks in a minute, ladies and gentlemen, and you are going to see more picks as everybody tries to move across to a more advantageous position. But still not going to be much action, as you can see that the next circle does encapsulate a lot of the players.
That is right. Most of the players already into that next one. We're probably going to wait 1 more circle, and that's what's going to really start pushing players towards each other.
Exactly. That's when the fights, the gunfights are going to start happening. But for now, it's going to be a waiting game, and you let other people do the hard work for you.
Exactly. Baby Display's still alive, correct?
Baby Display's still alive. Baby Displays, if you're able to get a nice little top 5 finish, might be good enough.
Yeah, top 5 finish should be good enough.
6 points ahead of everybody, I believe, there.
And All World gets taken out.
By Combat again. Combat, that's the 5th
Combat's
point.
popping off.
Combat is like, hey, this is the last round, and I'm here to play.
Combat is making a very late push up the leaderboard to try and get some extra cash out of it.
Exactly, as Alex here trying to take some pot shots as Yamonte.
Tomoki is just getting lobby focused.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Tomoki. 50 cal Alex. That's the dream. When you can shoot other people and they're too busy building up and can't shoot you back.
Now we see where that next circle is going to be. A lot of these players going to start.
Reconsider's going to get shot, doing some serious damage. Alex couldn't finish him off with some nice headshots right on that passenger seat. That car is super low on health. Alex
probably not going to end up. He will do most of the work and not get the benefit there.
Get the credit, and that's a good idea for Alex not to rotate there and chase that.
Yeah, especially right now. There's going to be
way too many. Exactly, but Alex is going to go after this one player here, but they took the launch pad over Dangles. That was the player. And there what it is. He's going to jump on his hoverboard and land right next to Mingnon, but he is getting tagged deep. 45 health left.
Combat grabs another.
Combat crushing it. I'm pushing for Combat to take this down because this is the round for Combat.
He's definitely been on fire here. He is the best player of the round right now. As we see here, Mingmong.
Alex and Mingmong getting into a bit of a firefight here. Alex getting a little bit tagged up. 145 health. Is going to need to either pick somebody off and get one of those med kits from Zen Howdy. Maybe Zen Howdy will be nice enough to drop him one.
Even then, if he can just win one of the fights, he might be able to get enough from the Siphon to get back up to full health. As AE Lane here is right next to aim assist.
And surprisingly, it doesn't have a full health. It has an empty slot. That's quite interesting.
He's going to be able to use that to pick something up should he come along.
Exactly. Is Aim Assist in the corner. Aim Assist, also a dominant player, also one of our top finishers. Had the victory royale in round 2 and probably round 3, I think. And we're going to see who it comes down to in this last little bit. 21 players left. You can see where the next storm circle is going to be. 2 seconds left before the storm starts to move. And now Baby Displays is going to take this launch pad over. Good play. Doesn't take much damage in terms of health. 50 cal Dangles in the corner. Baby Displays is going to hunker up, build across, and slowly rotate as this storm moves over to the new location. Wide in the open though can be a little bit of a risky play. 52 man, gotta be aware of how much you have. And there we go, Javen right behind. Javen stays alive. Javen was getting shot. Aim Assist and Baby Displays, those are the 2 players. They're both strong players, and if they take each other out, it's going to be interesting. Baby Displays here, going for Javen. Javen is going to be in trouble now. Javen in the storm. In that rotation, Baby Displays, though, isn't going to go ahead and chase. He's going to use that super to put that health up while they take storm damage.
Yeah, Baby is biding his time right now. Knows that he can pass. He doesn't have the eliminations in the skin so far as Combat grabs yet another.
Wow, there we go. Devour is getting shot by Baby Displays. Baby Displays trying to take advantage of the opportunity as people roll over. Has those bazookas to keep himself up to health.
Amos is taken out by Tiny.
Oh
Root takes out Mapra.
Baby Displays 77 health though. Gotta heal up. Now's the time. Pops that shield potion and 50 cal Tate over here. 0 wins the top 4 Oshi and Uncle Broccoli. We are in nearly the final 10 waiting. This is going to be tight.
Top Dog takes out David there.
Broccoli though is going to go for that rotation here.
He needs to because he has only 14 health left.
He needs to get a quick fix and fence his ASAP. Otherwise, that's going to be so much trouble. Broccoli trying to stay in the storm circle. No, gets taken out by the storm. And that's all she wrote for Uncle Broccoli.
Now we're down into the top 10. Look at how close these players are together.
Kisame, though, no health either, is going to be in trouble as that storm shrinks. Gotta get some damage from 50 cal, 50 cal. We're going to be quite close to taking Kisame out. Kisame breathing heavily. You can see the smoke coming out of their mouths. And who is that there? JJK fan art. Trying to take him out. Kisame coming in, dropping on a completely new player now. Going for Backdog.
And Backdog finishes him off, but it is amazing. 3 players left now as Tiny takes out Fanart. And it's going to be Backdog versus Tiny versus, it looks like, Baby Displays. No, it's Combat.
Combat. Let's go, Combat. Combat is my horse in this race. Combat has been playing very aggressively
and he's
playing
doing it
so nice. Let's see how it's going. We got Backdog's view. He has some nice bazookas to keep his health up. Combat, though, taking some serious storm damage. Not sure what their loadout is, but if they stay in the storm for too long, they're going to be in trouble. Backdog, 14 builds, needs to get a little bit more lumber. Builds across. Combat with a little bit of a fight. Combat. Backdog takes out Tiny, and now it's Backdog versus Combat. Combat is chasing down. You can see Halloween's on shield.
Oh, and Backdog was not the person in advantage in that fight, but comes out on top, and poor Combat. He was definitely the player of the game.
He did all the work.
All the work and ends up in second. But Backdog, 6 elims and a first place victory. That is a quality round.
That was a great round. And Backdog actually had a bit of an advantage on the health side there. I didn't see Combat's loadout, but I think Combat was trying to push that a bit too aggressively considering...
No, Backdog was the one in a disadvantage.
No, I think Combat was the one that had a health disadvantage here.
Combat got the siphon at the end because of the final kill.
Okay.
But he only had around 30 health left.
Yeah.
As we saw Combat start what would be an impressive pop-off.
Combat over here getting so many quick kills, gets a second place finish, and and a lot of picks actually. A lot of picks.
He was just lighting up the kill feed the entire time.
And that's just kind of the performance you want, because even though you don't get that Victory Royale, you get the second place placement points and plenty of points. Kisame over here, always in trouble, always on the last leg, and Backdog over here, 25 points, but got to heal up with the bazooka. Oh, got the health from Backdog from the siphon.
Combat was actually in a better position. He had the full shield, but Backdog with that shotgun, one hit was all he needed.
The interesting play there is, you got a little storm damage, maybe you wait it out, but
he just said, you know what, I've got the shotgun, I'm just going to go for it. And he had the high ground, so he was coming down, had the better advantage for the headshot.
Exactly.
And it worked.
And took the Victory Royale. It's going to be interesting to see how the points play out if Baby Displays was able to keep their first place finish.
I think Baby Displays might have been able to get it done, but they're just tallying up everything right now, and then soon we're going to find out who's going home with $900 and how is everyone divvying up the rest of that 4K cash prize.
The rest of those points, exactly. What was the highlight of the game?
Matt Bro's car play.
Yeah?
The play where he dropped into the car.
I think so. I think that was definitely
there.
Matt Bro's got to clip that and just be like, yo, this is the. I think that's a great one.
That was a great play right there. And let's take a look at the results here now. In 15th, we've got Alex, Dangles, Javen, Tate, Delta, and Dev. They're taking home $125. Ark and Fruit, they're going home with $150 with 32. Paul World and Drew, 33 and 34 points. They take $200. And now let's take a look in top 5. It is Baby Displays on top with 46 points.
Love that.
$900 he goes home with, and Baca ends up going home with 600 for second. Good on Baca, climbing up the leaderboard at the end. A local guy. Tiny as well, 450 with 41 points for third. Nav gets fourth with 350, and Optimal comes in fifth with 34 points, gonna get 250.
Nice work on Displays' side. They were pretty much top leaderboarding the whole time, but it was anybody's game at any point.
It really was. It came right down to the wire, and Baby Displays, our first winner, and turns out our overall winner when we ended the night.
When it came down to it. That's exactly it. And Baby Displays definitely happy with that performance. But we had some really good performances from a lot of other players. Great contenders, great gameplay, and excited for more of this Trovo Titans action in the future.
That is right. Remember, guys, if you had fun today, if you want maybe, like Jonas said,
had a chance in East Coast servers. We've got an East Coast server tournament coming to you, starting with qualifiers on the 25th and the 26th of this month. Sign up right now. Go to trovotitans.live for more information on that. And on August 22nd, if you want to go check out a Pokemon Unite tourney, we got one of those too. Once again, all that information, the full schedule can be found at trovotitans.live. Chris, it has been a pleasure casting with you today.
Absolutely. It's been an absolute blast.
All right, guys, that is going to do it for us today. You already heard it. You can head over to trovotitans.live, see the full schedule there. Congratulations to all our competitors. For Chris Shea, I'm Tom Viola. We'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Good work.
Thank you.